channel. We are a group of Twitch streamers, crazy people, that decided to give playing and streaming Dungeons and Dragons a go. We'll be playing the 5th edition system, however, with a few added homebrew rolls thrown in. I'm a little hyper today, can't you tell? Most of us are not new to D&D, no more excuses. We're going full hog on this one, let's go. But yeah, we are going to make plenty of mistakes, including myself. Trust me, I make so many. So yeah, there are a lot of rules, guys. We are going to go around the room and introduce who we'll be playing today. So, Tim, why don't you take it away?
Yes, guys, I am Tim, and I'll be playing the BBB, the Big Blue Boy. It's a Vidalgan, and his name is Arcturus. He's smart, he's witty, and he's annoyed a lot of times. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm excited for it.
The BBB, I'll try and remember that. And below Arcturus, we have Eagle. Eagle, take it away.
Guys, how's everyone doing today? I'm Eagle. My voice is very not here today, but we're gonna play around. I play Andros, the stealthy yet big boy Loxodon man, and yeah, make sure you'll follow the Twitter, and tonight's host, who's again, thank you over to the Natural Havoc crew for sponsoring tonight's stream. We love you guys. Thank you guys so much for all the people who come from them. They're amazing. They post a lot of D&D content you guys don't know. They post some funny clips, and they're very, they're mediocre in a sense, you know what I mean? But they're a nice crew. Thank you again, Natural Havoc. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The slightly poorly Andros, he was maybe up all night talking. I'm sure that's what the reason. But anyway, take it away, Smitty.
Hello, I'm Smitty. I play Maeve, a half-elf druid barbarian, who is getting better and getting to know the social world a lot more in the last few weeks as she's been with the party, and slightly becoming less awkward of a person. But yeah, and don't forget to social those follows over on Twitter and Instagram and our YouTube and our Discord, where you can chat with us and ask us any questions that you might have about the campaign ourselves.
Awesome. And the other side of the screen, Zeb, take it away.
Yeah, I'm Agent Zeb. I stream sometimes, maybe in the future again. For now, it feels awkward whenever I come on here and I haven't been on my OBS for a week. But anyway, I stream with these guys every Friday, and I play Erhard, a wild magician, wild magic sorcerer. Good. And he fumbles just as much as I do.
Awesome. And above Zeb, we have Lan. Lan, take it away.
Hello, my name is Lan. I am the female half of Team Logic, and I will be playing Shion as per usual. Shion, the diva who may or may not have some furry booty last night, but but you don't know. You will know in a few minutes.
And I'm the Onion Soup. I DM this rabble. Yes, I am your gracious dungeon master. And yeah, I will be DMing this evening. So I will be all of the narration, the NPCs, the wind, grass, the ground, trees, animals, you name it, that's me. But yes, if you have noticed, Creed is not here tonight. He will be not continuing the campaign with us. We've had a little chat, and going forward it will just be us lot, which I'm sure will be enough to entertain all of you. So we do wish him all the best with whatever he's going to be doing, but yeah, that is where we'll be going from now on. So awesome, let us go into the recap, which Lan very kindly wrote once again, so thank you very much, Lan. Right, our session. Wait, no it doesn't. Music. I need to put the same music on that we do every time. It's a trend now. There we go. Our session begins with the party waking up after having strange dreams the night before. Erhard took to his meditation to meditate and reflect on his dream. Meanwhile, Shion and Arcturus realized yet another chain had been added to their tattoos. Maeve woke up having the gem shard that she had got the day before somehow magically turned into a gem on her ironwood crown. Shocked, she grabbed Shion, and together they decided they wanted Arcturus to have a look at it. Shion and Maeve were not the only ones shouting for Arcturus this morning, for Andros had found out Brasta had disappeared, and replacing him was none other than his great-grandmother, T'Challa, who kept bothering him with grandmotherly advice. Clearly wanting to know what these strange happenings mean, the party congregated in front of Arcturus' tent, where they had a discussion. But even Arcturus, with all of his knowledge, could not be of much help. Not long after, the party were given a kind send-off by the owner of the barn, and they received a generous basket of fruits and milk to take with them. And after a heartwarming conversation with Galoin, their trusty carriage driver, who kept the wagon in great shape, they took off. And so the party was on the road again, this time headed for Sardonis to deal with the removal of Kingsley Taff. They were having a great time. And not before long, they caught up with another wagon ahead of them, with a very eclectic company within it. The Silver Strings, as they called themselves, were a music band who were hired to play on Kingsley Taff's name day. Initially, Andros tried to sell the party off as another musical group with similar interests. But after the two parties made camp for the night, the Silver Strings quickly saw through that facade. And after Shion and the Tabaxi band member Plucky had a conversation about their plans in Sardonis, Erhard had a performance with the band, and Andros had an arm wrestling match with the half-orc named Surge. The wine started flowing, and a good time was had by all. Particularly by Andros, who had an eye for one of the ladies in the band, and Maeve, who saw a fellow elven woman and wanted to get to know her a little better. After a bit of encouragement from Shion and Arcturus, and some accidental flirting from Maeve, the two managed to chat up the ladies, and not long after, they were invited back to their tents. Shion joined in a very drunk Plucky's tent, while Arcturus and Erhard, grinning at their party members' amorous exploits, went into their own tents. How will the next day be of their newfound friends be? And more importantly, how bad will their hangovers be? But before we get into the morning segment, Galoin awkwardly looks about at everyone returning to their tents and decides to take the first night's watch. You don't know how that went, because all of you were asleep. But 1 hour later, Galoin arrived at Contessa's camp. Tent, not camp, tent. And Contessa grumpily awoke and decided to take the night to ponder over the events that have recently happened, as well as keep the camp safe for the evening. 1 more hour passed, and Shion, roll me a d20, please. Okay. Contessa awakes Arcturus first, and as Arcturus is awoken, Contessa explains that a few of the other party are occupied, and that only Erhard and himself are left to take 4 more hours of watch. So, Contessa goes back to her tent, and Arcturus, is there anything you want to do during this night's watch?
Well, obviously, I'm still in my mind thinking, because it's like really funny what happened. Seeing all the other guys walking to the other guy's old person tent. Yeah, you can imagine a bit. He's a guy. He's thinking, not imagining in a bad way, but just, well, they might have a good time. Other than that, I am tinkering a bit with my hand riffs, and I yeah, I'm quite new to certain settings, which may have surprised me a little bit. So yeah.
So as you tinker and ponder, can I have a perception check for this evening's watch? "17, nice. And as you sit there, and you do tinker and you do ponder, and you manage to adjust settings on your magical, I don't even know what you call them, like gauntlets, I guess?
Yeah,
Magical
so,
gauntlets.
sort of, yeah.
Yeah. Like palm cannons, you
Palm
know?
cannons.
Yeah. And as you adjust and tinker with them, the night is uneventful. There is a slight breeze on the horizon, and the occasional rustle of a small critter feeding nearby. But other than that, Kada keeps a close eye on your surroundings, flying around the camp, informing you of what there is and what there is in the distance. But your watch goes uneventful, and 2 hours passed, and you started to get a bit tired again, ready to hit the old sleeping bag. But yeah, you have the option. You can go and wake up Erhard, or go and disturb one of the other tents.
Interesting. Well, given the fact that like Maeve, she looked quite surprised and not knowing. So I decided to let her be. Shion, on the other hand, she knew exactly what she was doing. She was going with full intent. And I don't want to disturb that. Let's keep her in a tent. Andros, on the other hand, Andros is not knowing what he was getting himself into. But I kinda set him up for that. So I'll leave him be. I'll wake Erhard.
Yeah, and as you, I imagine you look towards each tent, like, and the cogs are turning as you're thinking this, and yeah, then you eventually turn towards Erhard's tent, and yeah, head on over, and yeah, you open the tent door, and Erhard, you awake to hearing someone entering.
What is it in the middle of the night?
Well, don't want to disturb you, but we have the watch, and this has been 2 hours in. I don't want to disturb the rest. I think it's too much fun to wake up tomorrow and hear the stories about what happened. So, would you mind taking the last 2 hours?
Surely. Sounds good. Let them have a bit of off time before the next couple adventures. Yeah, and I exit my tent with Olaf on my shoulders.
And is there anything you
And-
want to do during these 2 hours, apart from watching, of course?
Well, on the one hand, yeah, doing the keeping watch, but I think I would just like to have Olaf kind of take a perimeter, like also checking around the tents, around the camp. Like with all of us, it must not be that small. So
No, it
yeah, it's a
certainly is
couple
not.
tents.
You have 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 9 tents in this one area. There are 2 wagons, 6 horses, and a campfire in the center. So it's a pretty big big camp now.
So yeah, I would just have Olaf sneak in and out and just checking things and come back to me once in a while and yeah, just sit there. But yeah, I think I'm also gonna do what I did last night, and just meditate and try and hone in again on what's up with those dreams, what's up with visions, and also
Yep.
just thinking about all those years that I spent in the Feywild and the people that I know there, and trying to figure out where exactly it is or how I could get back there.
Yeah. So roll me a perception check first, please.
Just me or Olaf as well?
I will say he can give you advantage because you did specify you wanted his aid. Sure. An 18. Very good. Yeah, and I would say as you begin to take your watch, you realize that it's the early hours of the morning. We're talking 5 a.m. ish. So as you sit down to reflect and take this in, you can start to see the sun cresting in the distance, because you're not in a forest, you're in open fields and hilly plains currently. So yeah, as you look about, you can see the horizon coming up, and it's a beautiful dawn. Crisp orange glow to the sun cresting over the hills, and once again that ever so faint breeze rolling through, which is just soothing. Olaf informs you of some random critters. There's a couple of rabbits nearby. A fox isn't too far away, but is keeping its distance because of the amount of horses and such that are nearby. The horses are awaking. And right towards the end of your watch, you do start to see Ondros and Shion emerge from their tents, probably about 20 or so minutes before the end of your watch, when everyone else will start to wake up. So yeah, as you're sat there and you're focusing in, meditating, roll me an Arcana check at disadvantage, please. Okay. And yeah, as you're sat there for the hour or so before these two wake up, you're clutching onto your focus, your foci, and you can feel that whatever faint magics seem to be giving you these visions, it's been a day since you've received any, and the magic seems to have faded. There's no way of maybe connecting to it, but the previous day, you definitely got a sense that you could have connected, but it's very draining on your own resources. But yeah, you seem to get the sense that these visions, trying to maybe go back like through them, through meditation, it seems to be waning at this point.
All right.
So if you get another vision, maybe try again.
Okay.
Yeah. And at this point, you see a very bleary-eyed Ondros exit Savros's tent, and shortly afterwards, you see, moments later, Shion creep out of Plucky's tent.
I will just wave over to Ondros and just be like, "Well, good morning to you."
Good morning, Erhard. Have you seen Tenko anywhere? I wanted to wake up early and take a moment and do what I was gonna do last night, but I left his cage door open before I went to bed, or before I started sitting down by the fire.
I don't think I noticed anything in particular, but I'm sure he's about.
Maybe he is. Nondra's gonna go look at the cage, see if he is in there or did he leave.
You see that the cage has been moved. And the door is shut.
Is the owl in there, or is it?
Yeah, the owl is in there.
Oh, okay. Andros is gonna sit down next to the cage and just kind of go, Grandma, you there?
Yes, Ondros, of course. I waited outside of the tent all night, of course.
I know you did.
I don't want to see. Anyway.
What? Okay. Yeah. Is it fine to wake up the owl? It looks like it's sleeping.
You want me to wake up? Ondros, it is not sleeping.
Oh, my bad. Andros is gonna open the.
Ondros, my boy, make sure to brush your tusks first, and then we will play with Tenko.
What the? Grandma,
Ondros, you must have healthy tusks.
Whatever, sure. Nondros is gonna start doing what she says.
Yeah, cleaning his teeth, brushing his tusks, all that good stuff. Keep good tusk hygiene.
Yeah. And then he's gonna clean his sword as well, make sure all that was good and ready to go. And then he's now. Can I talk to the bird?
Of course, Ondros.
Gosh, you're so needy. He's gonna attempt to reach his arm into the cage and like slightly pet the owl and see what would happen.
Are you asking for aid, or are you doing
Yes,
this solo?
from his
Yes,
from his
so
grandma, of
you
course.
want T'Challa's help?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah, roll me an animal handling check then. Very nice, 16. Yeah, you put your hand in, and immediately the reaction of this Tenko is to peck, and as it goes to, it stops. And it looks at you, realizing you're not the person it thought you were. And it just kind of like leans its head and neck in towards your hand.
Look
Yeah.
at that. The bird. He's so cool.
Andros, who is the owner of this bird?
Oh, Contessa, our I don't know, some armored knight or whatnot.
Henko seems to, well, have such resentment towards people.
Well, this bird has been in its cage since I've known it. I mean, I don't know. I've kind of felt bad for it just sitting in the cage, honestly.
No bird should be left in its cage, Andros.
I agree.
You
That's why I
know that
opened
this
the.
is nocturnal.
Yeah,
Sleeps
you
in the
told me.
day, needs to be let out at night, Andros.
Right. That's why I opened the cage last night when we got to the campfire. You were there for that.
But it might fly away if it does not like people, Andros. Whoever locked up this cage did the right thing.
Right. It was probably Gloin. Gloin's very useful.
The little man,
Yes, the
Andros.
very useful little man. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Grandma. I'm gonna go wait outside. I'm gonna wait for everybody else. I don't know. Thank you though. Appreciate it.
Remember, Andros. Look after yourself first. Hygiene is important, Andros.
I already did. We just went through this. I need to talk to Arcturus or Shion. Thank you.
Yeah, and as you walk away, Shion, you come out of your tent as well, and you see Shion coming out of the tent.
I had the best sleep I had in such a long time. This is so great. I haven't been up this early in forever. I just say it to no one in particular. I don't know who's there. Is Andros still there? Is he still with his...
Yeah, Andros is nearby, yeah.
Oh, yeah. How about you, Andros? How was your night?
My night? Oh,
Yes.
we talked a lot about life and stuff. I mean, it was very, very nice. She's a very cool person.
You talked.
I mean, there was. Listen.
It's
we-
okay. And I give him a little nudge. You can tell me everything.
I don't listen. We talked, right? And there were a little things here and there, but nothing too crazy. I mean, I just met her yesterday. Yeah, it's a very nice person. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm planning on when we get to the next city, maybe asking her to go out and have dinner or something. I don't know. She seems pretty cool. I mean, I don't know too much about her yet, but it's not bad.
Oh, that's so nice.
What do you mean by that? What?
I don't know. Maybe I was expecting too much. Anyway.
Too much of what?
Well, I don't know. I suppose you're still very young, and I mean, I know a lot of people who would like immediately go all the way with someone on the first night. I know I probably would have if Plucky didn't pass out before I could do
You mean
anything at all.
the weird cat person?
Yeah, but to be fair, did you see his tent compared to ours?
I mean,
I just
he's a
knew
nice.
I knew that man would have a far better bed than us, and he passed out, and I had such a lush night. It was magnificent.
A nice tent? Is that all it takes to sweep you off your feet?
Do you know how long it's been since I've had a proper feather bed?
I'm happy for you, Shion, but I mean, you know, if you ever wanted a very nice tent, we could go look for one. We're about to come to another city. We could try to look for something like that to help out with your whole fancy taste or whatever you have going on here.
And she smiles, and she's like, "That's an excellent idea, darling."
I figured you'd like that idea. Anywho, Shion, um, uh, by any chance, do you know if while I was gone, did Contessa ever open that cage for that bird?
Not that I know of.
It
To be
almost
fair,
tried to
no.
peck at me.
From what I gathered, she, I don't even know to be honest, but it doesn't seem to like people and Contessa in particular very much.
Well, I think I'm making some great ground with this bird. I mean, I just stuck my hand in it, almost pecked at me, but then it let me pet the bird. I was able to actually pet it.
That's so nice. I'm very
Yeah,
proud of you. One day
great.
we'll have a whole menagerie and we can ask people
We
admission.
we what? What? Who will have a home with who?
One day we'll have a zoo of our own, and we can charge for admission. Become rich without having to do anything.
Um, Potentially,
Oh wait,
sure. I mean,
I'm already rich. Never mind.
yeah, you're already rich. I mean, not right now, probably, but you know, I'm sure someday you'll get there.
Yeah, but I'm proud of you, Andros. You're growing up. I like to see that.
Growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And as that
Speaking
oh yeah.
speaking of checking out wondrous things, I was thinking, I would like to check out the wagon the other guys are riding on. Do they have any like fancy emblems on it or anything?
There is on the because there is a cloth like top to it, which basically keeps elements like the weather and stuff and the sun off of the people riding within it, and on the side of that, you do see what looks to be like a circle with four silver strings across it, and then beneath it there's a big S in like really fancy calligraphy, and then it says silver, and then another big S, and it says strings. So they do seem to have some sort of like branding to their wagon. And also, what you do notice, the very tiny details, is that the wagon itself is painted completely black, but around the edgings they have had stitched in silver string around the edge of the wagon. So they've definitely gone above and beyond to make sure their brand is very noticeable.
So our wagon,
Mm-hmm.
what's the like
It
like
is it is a
the
cart.
shape of it? Yeah.
It's like a rectangle cart. The back folds down, and you have no top. And it is just like a big rectangle with a bench at the front where they sit, the four wheels, and then all of your stuff piled in or attached to like hanging off the sides and stuff. But yeah, that is it. The back of the wagon, there's no benches. You guys just sit on the base of it. It's very basic.
Yeah, I think while everyone else is waking up,
Mhm.
I'm just gonna I don't know, take a bit of inspiration from their wagon and start painting on our cart. And just they have like their card according to their entertainment group, and at the moment
Yep.
I'm the entertainment crew, so
Okay.
I'm just gonna draw some apples in a flying circle.
Okay. Yeah, no, I
Um,
like it. I like it.
And yeah, that for a start.
So you just start painting a few apples on the side of the cart. No, I think that's cool. That's a cool little touch. Yeah, roll me we'll say performance. Sure. Roll me a performance check as you start
Is there
to paint.
a disadvantage because I'm gonna use the disguise kit?
No
right?
disadvantage,
Is that
just
not
a
how
flat
it
roll.
works? Okay.
No, if you you just don't get advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Sure.
it's just a flat roll. 26. Yeah, you paint the cleanest looking apples on the side of that cart, and it looks good. It looks very good. You're pleased
Oh.
with it.
We'll just make some apples on each
Yeah.
like side of the rectangle. So to
Yeah.
speak.
Not a problem. And yeah, you start doing that, and then I would say shortly after, the rest of you begin to awake. As you hear the moans and groans of some slightly hungover members of the party start emerging from their tents. You see Savras and Nashara walk off away from the campfire a little bit, and you see them taking over what looks to be like a bucket of water, and they go just outside of view. And you also see Surge begins picking up the heavier items and starts packing them away, while Plucky very sheepishly looks a bit sorry for himself, currently with his knees on the floor, just leant over one of the logs, just feeling very sorry for himself at the minute. And he has a small cup of water that Savras poured for him before she went off to wash. And yeah, the rest of you, Maeve, you emerge from the tent. Arcturus, you come out as well, and yeah, and yeah, you're all around the campfire, doing whatever you would be doing, as well as Galoin, who is starting to pack up the tents.
So,
Morning.
Maeve, how was your night?
Good morning.
Good morning.
It was fine. I definitely misunderstood when I went in.
Did you?
Yeah. So I learned a lot yesterday. We talked a lot. I went in there thinking that she wanted to tell me how people do the flirting thing. She wanted to show me on me how to do the flirting thing. And I told her that I didn't know how to do that. So we ended up having a really long talk, and she knows a lot actually. I told her about the whole forest thing, and she was really sweet about it. And let's just say that I know more about adult things now than I did 8 hours ago.
Very nice.
No, not did. No. Okay?
Right. Okay.
Oh, you just know about them.
She told me everything.
So, do you have any plans of,
Well, I didn't know that people did that. I didn't know that that's the thing that you could do.
but where do you
Makes
think you
sense.
came from?
Pardon?
Where do you think you came from?
Look, I was 8, okay? We didn't have the birds and the bees talk, okay? I had it yesterday. I now understand that the horse riding thing that my parents did was probably something else.
Oh no, Maeve. Maeve.
What about you? Did you
Was
do the
Huh?
horse riding yesterday?
Who?
You?
Me?
Yeah?
No,
Well,
no.
judging by your voice.
I'm not. No. Oh, whoa, no, no, no. Listen, I talked a lot last night. I mean, I think it was very. It was a very like. Don't get me wrong. I mean, we weren't like. It wasn't entirely like actionless, but it wasn't like that. The horse riding action that you probably think happened in the tent last
Just
night. I
petting.
mean, I just met her. No, 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 no. I just met her, and I'm taking things a little slow. She's actually really cool. I got to, we got to talking about just life in general, and she asked me about where I come from, and we started talking about my home, and then yeah, it was very very cool. It was very nice. I definitely not that. Definitely not that.
So what you want to say on Ross is that she went elephant riding.
No, 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 no. Elephant riding was happened last night. There was nothing of that sorts, and it was very just, I got to know her quite a bit. I mean, yeah,
Sure you do.
right, yeah. Anywho, we gotta get ready to start going soon, don't we? To get to the next city.
And as you
I
say
will-
that, oh,
Sorry.
go on,
Yeah.
go ahead.
As he says that, I will just turn around from the drawing and be like, yeah, I'm almost done here.
What are you
Okay.
doing?
I'm I'm illustrating our bandwagon.
I like it. I like it.
Bandwagon?
Apples.
To
Well,
be fair, you've done
we
a really good job.
Yeah.
thank you.
So you drew
I
your
thought we're
nickname.
gonna be performing at a party, so
Hmm.
liven it up a bit.
I like how you put your
You're
nickname on the wagon.
Sorry, Maeve.
you're performing. We're just the entourage.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll think of stuff.
Mm. Okay.
Maeve will because she did promises last night, go to our little refrigerator
Mhm.
and grab the fresh milk and the fruits and the bread that we got and start preparing it for a breakfast for everybody.
Yeah, and as soon as you start coming over with like tankards of milk and stuff, you see Plucky's eyes kind of light up a little bit, and he's just like, "Oh, anything but water." And he like reaches out towards the milk, and you give him, I assume, a tankard of milk. Yeah, and he's just lapping it up. He needs something other than water right now because he feels gross.
Andros is gonna walk behind him and just start patting his back with his
It's like,
big.
"Oh no, please. Oh, I drank far too much.
Yeah,
I
you
got
gotta
a
let it
little,
out.
yeah, oh, yep, mm-hmm. Oh, you're
Yep,
just like
come on.
Serge. Oh,
Let
where
it
is
out.
that oaf? And as he turns around and he sees Serge like lifting up like big like instruments and stuff and putting them into the back of the wagons and getting it all set up for the day. Yeah, he's very gently sits down and starts sipping on his milk that you've provided him. But as this happens, Contessa does walk over to the group. And she looks a little nervous at first, and as she looks towards you all, I need some time. The glowing hair and the glowing eyes has opened up far too many questions for me to understand right now. And I think I need a conversation with my father.
What would you saying you're just leaving? Like right now?
I know that I said I'd help you, Shion and Arcturus, in finding this orb. But we did find it. And if it's okay with you, I need to find out what I am and where I really come from. My father has never revealed to me my mother's true identity. And I believe that this strange occurrence that happened that you all saw has something to do with her.
Oh,
I need to have a conversation with him.
yeah.
Try and get a
I
sending scroll. It works for me.
well, I hope you find some clarity. And yeah, I know how you feel not knowing where you come from or where your parents might have gone. So yeah, all the best of luck with that. And if you ever need us, you know more or less how or where to find us.
Well, if you're ever passing by Essen or through Essen, ask for the Cold Stars. I'll make sure, Shion, you get your feathered bed for the evening. And
Thank you, Dad.
I'll make sure the rest of you get your fill of alcohol, cheese, wines, whatever you need. I'll make sure it's done. You're friends of mine, and if I can repay the debt of you saving my life and me saving yours anytime, that's where I'll be for a while, and who knows? Maybe I'll catch up with you sometime later.
Contessa, we'll miss you.
She smiles, and she goes to go for like a formal handshake, and then just goes for a hug and hugs you.
Yeah, I hug her back.
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of awkward with her armor on, but
Yes, it's very like clank, clank, clank.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Good luck. I mean, uh, you've been very helpful to us to get to this point. I mean, who knows? If you probably never went with us, we probably wouldn't have made it this far. Um, take care of yourself. I didn't know you had the glowy eyes and some hair thing.
Neither did I.
But hope you find the answers you're looking for. And don't don't forget, we're always around, I guess, if you need us.
Thank you. And the same goes to you. If you ever need aid, just call to Essen. I'll be there for a time. I just need to sort things out. For now, I'll head back to Arkenvale. I'll inform Estefan that we completed the task and get them to get your reward ready for your return.
Thank you. Good luck.
I'm walking up to Contessa as well, resting my my hand on her shoulder,
Mhm.
and Contessa, it's good for you to find answers on questions you have. Don't stop asking questions. There's a lot to learn, and thank you for your help.
She definitely smiles, and then she also places an arm on your shoulder and says, "And you keep asking questions too, Arcturus."
I will never stop.
Yeah, and she smiles and like just grips a little tighter. And then you see her walk over to the wagon and she puts a few things in the back of it. You'll definitely be needing these more than I will. Mine's just a walk back to the barns and then a horse ride to Arkenvale and then to Essen. You've got a lot coming your way, I imagine. And you see her put the axe down, a shield down, and a few various other items in the back of the wagon, as well as you see her grab a pouch, which sounds like gold and coins, and she puts that in the back of the wagon as well. Take care. And look after Socks.
Pause. Are you taking your owl?
She smiles. I think the owl likes Galoin than it does me. And Galoin kind of like smiles at her back.
Yeah. If you let it out of the cage more, it would have liked you. But it did sit in there for like 4 days.
Yeah, that's on me. I hope that the owl finds a better home with Galoin and yourselves.
We'll
And
take
she
good
will-
care.
Yeah, and as she said that, she walks over to the owl and she goes to say something, and the owl's head just turns and it's got like the angry eyes at her, and she just kind of like does like an awkward expression, turns and just begins walking away.
Well,
And yeah, you
That's-
see Contessa leave.
that's very very interesting. Hopefully she catches up, right? I mean, hopefully.
Well, having
Seen
an
Contessa.
experience. Yeah, sorry.
I was gonna say, we've all seen Contessa fight. She'll be fine.
Definitely, and imagine having such a transformation. I think it would raise questions about yourself. I hope she will find the answers.
I mean, yeah. I understand transformation. I mean, I got things here.
How's muted? Andros!
Oh. Good morning, Grandma.
Don't be so rude.
Yeah, I understand where she's coming from. She's doing the one thing a lot of us can't, and that's go home. Pretty crazy.
I wish we could all go home.
No, not right now. Not right now.
Galoin also
Someday.
pipes up at that and says, yeah, I'll pass, thanks.
Hey, Gordon, we can be the traveling duo, if anything.
Sure.
Great.
Well,
Anywho.
let's hope she finds some closure, and that someday we all can find our own piece of that.
Speaking
Words,
of
apples.
speaking of peace, I think we have a task ahead.
That is very true.
Yep, not a easy one either. I don't think.
No.
Are we going
Are
to
we
be
surrounded by the silver strings, or are they?
The girls are currently washing around out of view. The Surge is currently lifting and packing up the tent, and Plucky is currently a little ways from you, pining and whining a little bit over his very dodgy stomach and head at the moment as he sips some milk.
Well, either way, I think today we still focus just on the road. I mean, now we have to. I mean, we're gonna travel with these guys. I don't know if they're, gonna be able to put in some sort of, what if we get attacked on the road, right? It's like those griffins from like way back when. If we get attacked on the road, I don't know if they're gonna really be able to put in too much of a fight with us. So we're gonna have to kind of pick it up ourselves, I guess.
If anything, we protect them on the road
Right.
and make sure word comes back to Kingsley Tap.
Yeah,
Where
exactly.
we get ourselves in his good books.
I agree. We should probably make a perimeter or something. Like maybe keep someone behind both wagons, just walking behind. Maybe someone up front. Maybe someone on the side who really need it. I mean, I wouldn't think the front needs anything because, Shion rides with Galoin all the time up there in the front. It's already, takes off that issue. I can easily walk in the very back. Keep a.
Bodyguarding them without them knowing.
I mean, we might as well.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, I'll stay in the back on the road. Probably gives me
Well-
time to kind of think.
I'll go to
Maybe.
the front then.
Yeah.
Well,
They're
my
pretty perceptive people, you know. They might figure out that we're up to something.
I mean, what are they gonna say? You guys are protecting us? Wow, what jerks you guys are. I mean, what are they really gonna say for that? I mean, I'm sure they're gonna be very happy that we're at least trying to help them out.
We might-
Excuse me. Do you have any more milk?
Sure.
Thank you. Yeah.
He could have my share of milk. Looks like he needs it more than me.
At least
He like walks. Yeah, he walks over to his wagon. Like he thanks you, and then like he very gingerly like steps towards the wagon, and then you just see him go behind it, and you just hear like, oh, like as he like then sits
Yikes.
down and is sipping.
This
have
one is
I
not so
shrew
perceptive.
too.
at least one of them needs protection.
Yeah, bad. Shion, what did you do to him? I mean, look at him. He's
I
looking
slept
ill.
in his bed.
He sleep.
He passed out on
Oh,
the bed. I ruffled his fur a little bit because I like tabaxi fur. It's nice and soft. So I ruffled his chest a bit, like there, darling. And
I have a
he
question.
was passed out immediately.
I have a question. Does he
Yeah.
purr when he sleeps?
I haven't heard him purr. But
very
who knows?
interesting.
Who
thing.
knows?
Tabaxi,
I
have
do-
you ever with a...
I don't think. Well, I don't think he had that much fun last night. Don't tabaxi only purr when they have fun?
How much do you know about the Tabaxi, Shion? Like we had some back in Fortis. I mean, they weren't really too much of, I don't know, kind of kept to themselves. They're more, they used to try to steal some stuff from the town. They're a little, annoying, but I mean, other than that, they weren't really, I mean, some of them were pretty cool.
What I know of tabaxi might probably fill a book, but let's just keep it at this. There are a great deal. There are a great many tabaxi where I'm from. So much so that we even have salons for their claws. But they are a curious bunch. They're
Yeah.
very curious.
Very curious.
I would say, as you have specified, that you stroked his chest and ruffled his fur, you would have noticed that beneath the fur, there were many scars on his skin across his chest and his arms.
Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna mention this.
Just
but
as
okay.
a just as an
Yeah,
extra,
yeah,
because
yeah,
you,
yeah.
you specified that you stroked his chest and that, and yeah, you would have felt, and his arms as well. There were like scars beneath the fur which you can't see unless you have contact.
But yeah, they're a curious folk. I can't say I'm friendly with a lot of them.
Okay.
Well,
I mean,
either way, I feel they a good bunch to stick around with. They seem to have a way into Sardonis, and that will probably get us a better chance of getting in, let's say, unchecked.
Oh yes, I
I
mean this tabaxi, but I think Andros was referring to tabaxi in general.
yeah.
Yeah, I
I
was
mean,
referring to them as a group and
yeah.
what we were talking about earlier.
I will
That's all.
say I do agree with Erhard this time. I think we should really stick around with these people. I mean, they're pretty knowledgeable. I think about what's They also are going to the ball. We can potentially have friends inside the city who can kind of help us out. And they're not a bad bunch. I mean, yeah, I think they're pretty cool.
Well, honestly, I feel they might also have more than they letting on.
Don't
You
we say that
know?
about everybody though?
No,
We
but
always
but
we
what they
always
were
think people.
saying about their past as well and why they together, like they're not just innocent random bards.
Listen,
Are
I
we
think.
You know?
innocent travelers?
Yeah.
No one said that we were.
Listen, I'm just
Everybody.
saying this. For once, maybe we should just like see them as like just no, like can we just for once think of a group of people as something normal instead of just trying to go off the deep end and try to think they have something more to them or they're mysterious and after something else crazy that we don't even know anything about yet. Like we don't know these people, right? And I don't think we should try to say anything off about them that we don't know.
Well, how many people have we met that were what you just described?
Well, just because the others weren't doesn't mean the other one is. I mean, it's just like with Galoin, right? What if we just say Galoin's evil because of everyone else we met was evil?
I didn't
I mean,
I didn't s- I didn't imply evil. I'm just saying
right.
there's usually
Well,
more than meets the eye. You
well, I
know?
promise
Meet
you,
that one
Savras,
guy,
huh?
Rognak. Remember him?
Grognak, yeah,
We did meet him, and he wasn't normal, but he was a great guy.
he was a pretty decent guy.
He was a good guy.
Um,
He was fun.
but listen, Savras is
Well,
fine. I'm sure the rest of them are good people as well. I mean, they don't really strike me as a out for something bad group. I mean, they're good. They're good people.
Guys, I really hate to disturb you, but the longer we talk, the more chances we let ourselves slip in Sardonis. So
That's right.
Should
we,
keep
we,
going.
we
You're
might
right.
we might take it on the road.
Yeah, we can speak more later anyway.
And I will say, during this conversation, Galoin has packed up all your tents, put them on the wagon,
Cool.
yeah, he started putting the campfire out. He's already groomed the horses. All the animals are fed. A handful of additional bush leaves have been gathered into a pile in the wagon as well, and he's all set and ready. And once again, just as before you leave, he is currently brushing down the seat of the wagon for himself to sit on and whoever accompanies him.
I'll go sit with him. It's been a while.
Yeah, very well. And he finishes brushing up and hangs the brush up next to him, and then he sits there and yeah, he gets the cushion out for his co-pilot, whoever sits next to him, and yeah, you get to sit on a comfy little cushion. There
And
you
to
go.
take Socks out of the wagon and have him accompany me on my shoulder with some leaves.
Nice.
can
And yeah,
I as we go into the wagon and all the items that Contessa left as she left. I don't know, I just feel a bit reminiscent about it, her leaving, especially her being more or less the protector of us to a degree from bad things like the fighting wise. Anyway, so yeah, she had that shield that she found in the sinkhole.
Yes, with
And
the
I think I
crest
would
of
just
Dwaladin.
like to spend time with it, trying to figure out if there's more to it.
you want to use identify as a ritual? It takes 10 minutes, but you can do it. You can do it while moving. That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a problem. So as you all clamber on up, the girls come back round. They throw the bucket of water just on the ground somewhere, and then take the bucket back. And they've refreshed. They've washed their hair. They look fabulous, I'm sure. And as they all pile back into the wagon, sorting themselves out, Plucky goes to sit on the wagon rider's seat, and Surge just puts a hand on his shoulder and just directs him to the back of the wagon, and then Surge sits on the wagon driver's seat because he can see Plucky is in no fit state to control horses. And the entire way for the next 10 minutes as you come out of the little camp area and head towards your destination, all you could hear is just groaning from Plucky in the back of this wagon, and the occasional mutter from Savris and Nashara as they tell him to shut up and quit whining. As he's like a right little baby in the back, just moaning all the way.
So Andros will be placed in the very back behind both wagons, and he's just gonna be kind of walking along. Is he seeing them? Like, does he see what they're doing back there?
This. Yeah, you can see that they're teasing him a bit. They for sure are. I do want to ask, what is your marching order? Is your wagon ahead? Is their wagon ahead? What are you going with?
I think it's best for our wagon to take the lead, right? And then it'll go our wagon, their wagon, and then me in the very back, just kind of walking along, following, to make sure nothing's coming behind us or anything.
And everyone else in your wagon?
Yeah.
I'm with the horse. Well, like next to the horses.
Yeah, just walking alongside. So kind of in front of Galoin and Shion, just walking alongside.
Yeah, I'm not like far ahead. I'm just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 10 or 15 feet just ahead, just with the horses. Yeah, not a problem. Yeah, so as you guys start traveling, today is a very clear day, clear skies. There is a gentle breeze on the horizon, and certain parts of the hilly landscape as you walk through the fields, you do get like a slight gust that hits you a little bit quicker than you expected, just because of the highlands and the lowlands in this area. But as you look out, it is just plains. It is fields of flowers and grassy glades and stuff, and the occasional little areas of trees, but predominantly very open landscape. You can see much further than you would normally be able to, just because of how open this area is. And really far in the distance, you can see what looks to be like a blip, which is the town of Sardonis. You know it to be just over a day's travel. You know, you'll probably get there before midday the following day. So you have another full day of travel, and then just a few hours until you arrive at Sardonis. But yeah, you are going at a leisurely pace. You're not going particularly fast or slow, but you're going at just a comfortable pace to not wear out the horses, and to be allowing the walking people to keep up with you. So, as you go along for your day, is there anything anyone wanted to do other than Erhard for identifying a couple of items? Or are you all happy for us to skip ahead a little bit?
Andros is just talking to the people in the back, so he's just kind of... Yeah, he's good.
How many
no problem.
hours are we skipping?
3.
Then I would have walked.
Okay, sure. Not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, 3 hours will pass. Erhard,
Yeah.
you understand the properties of where is it? You get the shield, and it is called, I might not have made a handout for it, but it is called the Shield of Dwaladin, and it basically allows you to use your reaction to block incoming damage of an ally within 5 feet of you. So if you were stood next to an ally and they are the target of an attack, you could use the shield to block the attack, and it would give disadvantage to that attack. And basically, the shield compels you to block an attack. So the shield almost is like a magnet to the attack. And it feels compelled to defend your comrades. And it's called the Shield of Dwaladin.
Cool.
Is there anything else you
Um,
want to check out? Because you've got 3 hours, so you can do a few things.
I guess there was an axe.
A battle axe, yeah, a
Yeah.
two-headed battle axe. Yes, this is the blazon battle axe. You know that if the command word, which is the word for fire in Dwarvish, is spoken, the axe sets ablaze. And it is a +1 magical weapon, which does fire damage.
Cool.
You also have the
And
drift globe, which you already know what that does, because
Yeah.
that was the globe from Hairbell, which shines a light, if you want it. It's basically like a floating torch, as well as it allows you once per day to cast daylight through it to make daylight blossom from the orb.
And I think with the rest of the time, I would just like to. We don't really know what the dawn shards do, right? Like,
That
is
is
there a
correct.
way to just, I don't know. I guess identify is maybe the wrong thing, but just to like investigate on them.
Sure.
I
Roll
don't-
me a history check to see if you recall anything relating to dawn shards in the past. A natural 20 for 23. Yeah, so you have heard of these things. I believe you got a little bit of information not so long ago about them, but they seem to be an ore that was deep beneath the earth that contains and holds magic within it. With these ores, these dawn shards, they can be forged into very powerful weapons. You do know that they were very sought after from kings, lords, and ladies, as they wished to use these ores to create extremely powerful artifacts. Dependent on the size of the shards that you have, depends on what sort of items that you could craft, but you could probably craft with the 3 that you have a medium-sized item, which could be anything from like a long sword to a shield or to a piece of armor, but not like a full set. But the 3 bits that you've got, yeah, they're just very magically enhanced ores, which are great for crafting.
Okay. So
But it would be from a master craftsman. Like, this isn't no mundane blacksmith that'd be able to do this. You'd need someone that has a lot of knowledge.
I don't know. It's just my personal interest, but like the way the whole forging stuff works, would that also imply like, I don't know, having like a staff of sorts that could be imbued with the
You could
the
make
ores?
jewelry or smaller things with each of them. You could definitely make 3 smaller things with them. Obviously, whatever you craft, you have to melt down into the size that you would need. So there would probably be some waste. But yeah, you reckon with the amount you've got, each shard can create 1 small object, which could be anything from like a magical focus, but it'd have to be metal related. Or it could be like a blade or a shield or a helmet or something like that. But yeah, it's very enhanced magical metal. So it allows you to do things you probably shouldn't be able to do. Very rare as well. You would know with the Nat 20, extremely rare. And if anyone catches wind of you having this, you could be in some trouble. Because others will want it.
Okay. So
Yeah.
better
There you
keep
go.
quiet about that. Sure.
And as 3 hours pass, and you're traveling along the road, you take some twists and turns, and there are some more trees along the roadside, and the hills are getting a little steeper. And as you come round this bend, you hear a commotion ahead of you. You can hear an interaction. Thank you, an interaction between some folk, and you can hear some shouting.
Right.
Yeah. Well, as a quick reaction, hearing those shouts, I'm gonna think in my head. Hey there. Keep an eye out, if you will.
Would you like me to investigate, Arcturus?
Yes, fly over and then report back to me.
Yeah, and Kada flies off the wagon and starts heading in the direction of the sound.
back at Shion. Just nod at her.
Sure. So
Continue walking.
yeah.
Yeah.
And do you look through Kada's eyes, or do you just wait for Kada to report back?
I looked through Kada's eyes.
Sure. And as you do, flying through the sky, it's glorious to feel this sort of elevated point through Kada's eyes and seeing yourself and the wagon below you much lower. And then Kada goes round the side of quite a large hill, and she sees another wagon, probably where you are now, about 200 feet away, stopped, surrounded by a gathering of people with blades drawn. And I want a perception check from Kada, please, to see if she spots anything in particular. $17. Yes, you can see that there appear to be 2 guardsmen that are protecting this wagon that are also shouting back what looks to be like 10 plus people surrounding this wagon. And you see a figure emerge from the back of the wagon who draws a blade and points it towards the front of the wagon, and it seems to be shouting something towards them. But you do not recognize any of the people here.
Can I recognize at the clothing they wear what the difference in status is?
Yeah, you can see that the 2 guards are guards of Arkenvale. They appear to be wearing the Arkengale regalia, not the Vermilion Valkyries or any of the Tri-Spires people, but just regular guards. And you can see that the gentleman that stepped outside of is a gentleman with longish hair, graying like a grey sort of brown, and is wearing quite noble attire, but not over the top. It seems quite casual. And all around the wagon, you can see that the gentlemen are wearing leather scraps and various, like, shambled together armor, and have all got, like, scimitars and daggers out, whereas 2 at the front definitely seem to be the ones in charge. And behind them, you see a robed, black hooded figure, who also seems to be beside the 2 that seem to be in charge of this rabble of people.
Cool. Looks like we have trouble up ahead, guys. Seems like for what I can see, a noble person could be in trouble. But yeah, there's a crowd.
Do I hear this? Do I hear Arcturus saying this? Because I'm in the back, so I don't.
Yeah.
I do. I'll
If
then.
you don't, Surge passes it on back.
Okay. I'll then move up to where Arcturus, like, kind of make my way up, and I was kind of be like, "Do you want me to go check it out? Maybe get some actual hearing intel of what's going on? Maybe hear a little bit more."
Oh, it's still a bit far out, Andros.
Yeah.
And the
but I
last
can
time
do
you
it.
did that, you nearly got to the other card.
Okay.
So
But think about
you
this.
might want to wait a little bit.
I now have a thing where I can now go invisible, so that isn't much of a problem anymore.
Not really. Granny's helping you getting invisible.
No, that's been something I was able to do for a while now. You definitely know that, but I can do that. I can go up and check invisible more than out in the open.
True. But maybe it's not even necessary. How about you keep a low profile for now? Keep it a little bit in the back. And if anything comes up, then use your invisibility and sneak up on the behind.
Whatever
Well,
you want.
it definitely sounds like some kind of ambush the way you're describing it.
That's what it sounds like to me.
They have a shaded, well, hooded figure, so maybe more.
These are.
But then again,
Arcandale.
we don't
And
know what
blades.
happened there.
Drawn, right?
Blades are definitely drawn.
So what do we don't know if they're gonna come get us once they get that cart, right? But again, we don't hear anything. So do we rather get the information now so we don't get surprised, or do we want to just keep moving and hope they aren't after more than just? Because what if they're just trying to steal from wagons?
I will say, Galoin hasn't stopped moving because no one's told him to stop. So you are still moving closer and closer the more that you talk.
I'm telling you, that we might want to actually hear what is going on more
they
than
want-
wait.
But if they want to rob us, darling, what do you think they
Right,
can do?
but-
I mean, if it's just some guys with blades drawn, I'm pretty sure we can handle them just
Okay,
fine.
sure, but here's a
Look.
robed figure now that we don't know what that's about.
Goloin,
Look.
could you stop the cart, please?
Galoin pulls it just off the road onto the grass verge.
Are the others following us?
Yeah, they stop
Yeah.
behind. Yeah.
Hear me out. If it's an ambush, they can't expect no other wagons to come past. I'm sure we can handle ourselves. We now know this. We can be at the ready, pretending that we're just travelers and see what the reaction is.
What do you mean
Sounds good.
pretending, darling? We are just travelers.
We are travelers, but we already know something's happening around the corner.
Cool.
Exactly.
That's true.
Let's just get your guard up. Be
Before
prepared.
anything else happens, I also share what I identified, just in case that wasn't shared. Because if
Like
anyone wants to use a fancy axe or shield, feel free.
I cast my mage armor just in case.
I'll also go back to the back, and you'll just kind of tell the second wagon what our deal, like what we're probably gonna do, and then he's gonna just sit in the back, and he's gonna have his blade drawn, his white tusk, and he's gonna be at the ready and wait, see what happens.
Plucky kind of leans out of the wagon, and he's just like, "So, are we riding up to them?"
No, we're just gonna keep trying to hopefully go around or go whatever. I mean, I don't know if there's a path. Are they? Did Arcturus say if they're like in the middle of the, like? Are they like?
Arcturus would know that the wagon wouldn't veer off the road, so it is on the road.
Okay.
Mhm.
So well, this kind of changes things. So we can't just go around them. They're gonna make us stop.
But we need to go that way anyway, so
Right.
Let's
we
deal
might
with
as
it.
well just keep going.
Sure. Let's keep going.
Yeah, and Galoin sets off again. Surge follows by. And you guys, after just a few minutes, you can still hear voices. You can't make out words because it's kind of echoing as it's bouncing off of the hillsides and stuff, but you can just hear this commotion ahead of you. There doesn't appear to be any groans of pain or any, like, metal contacting metal yet, but you can definitely hear there seems to be a back and forth of maybe demands and someone refusing. And you guys continue on.
I give hand socks over to Galoin.
Okay.
I want to take Keda to the top of the carriage they are traveling with.
Their carriage?
Their carriage.
Okay, roll me another perception check at advantage this time as Kada lands on top of the wagon. And all these people do see Kada land on top of the wagon. As you can just hear a complete commotion. With a 5, you are currently seeing the back of the head of the gentleman that climbed out of the wagon, and you can't tell if you've seen this
Wait, but
person or not.
You
But
said
it looks familiar.
you said with advantage.
Oh, I did say with that. Did I?
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh,
did.
okay. No, it's fine then. As this figure turns around for a brief moment to check on its surroundings, and you definitely know this person. You see Yusuf stood toe to toe with roughly 10 bandits and a hooded figure, with one blade drawn and another blade floating beside him.
Andras, you might want to do a little trick. And I say to the rest, it's Yusef.
Andros is immediately gonna look at Savras, and he's gonna be like, "See you in a minute," and he's gonna immediately just go invisible, like right in front of him, just go into invisibility, and he's just start just running up to the commotion. Invisible, so
Very
he's
well.
trying to go stealthily up there. He's trying to get a good position and he's gonna try to get eyes on the cloaked, the robed figure, and he's trying to see more what's going on.
Okay, and as you do begin to get closer, Galoin, yeah,
How far away are we now?
I would say you're probably about 100 foot, and if you get much closer, they're gonna be aware of your presence.
There's no trees.
There are trees, but it's not like a forest. There's like a few just dotted about, but there are still hills. Galoin's looking towards you as if, are we going? Am I pulling up? Like, he doesn't know what the situation is right now.
I don't know how this is gonna go, but I'm gonna roll stealth. Is that possible?
Are you getting out of the wagon? Oh no, you're walking.
I was
Yeah,
in the
by all means,
wagon.
roll stealth.
Me
Can I
roll.
also have stealth from Ondros as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, with advantage for Ondros. Yep, there you go. As you start to Scooby-Doo your way up, trying to follow where you assume Ondros has gone. Yeah?
Yeah.
What are the rest of you doing?
Can I just lean over to Plucky real quick and like,
Mhm.
I assume you guys know how to handle yourselves should there be a battle. I know you're in no fit state, darling, but surely you can just forget your hangover for a little while.
We'll be fine, yes. You think we haven't scrapped before?
No, I definitely know you've scrapped before. And she
And
winks.
he picks up his bass guitar, and he twists the neck of it, and as he does, a blade pulls out of the bass guitar as he places it down, and he smiles at you for just a second as he like jumps out of the wagon, kind of like a bit cocky, and then like stumbles slightly because he's still a little bit like not fully with it, and he just smirks, and then he starts following Maeve up ahead as well.
And very impressive. And I just sit there with my legs crossed, but sort of my hands on my hips where my chakrams are.
And
Person-
Surge nods towards Galoin and like gestures just off the track, and Surge starts to pull up so that his wagon isn't attacked or anything, so it's protected. And he ties the horses to a tree.
Only last thing
Oh,
I
so
would like to do is summon Kayla back.
Yeah. You click your fingers, Kada vanishes and appears back next to you.
So we're gonna approach them on foot then. As I see Surge like doing the tying up of the horses and stuff.
Surge is tying up the horses, and then appears to be grabbing a two-handed axe from the back of the wagon.
I will ready a spell, I guess, for whenever action starts happening.
Are you staying on the wagon, or are you going ahead? Because you can see
I guess
Surge is walking ahead, you've seen Maeve, Ondros vanished, and you've seen Plucky all start moving ahead.
Well, I will keep a good distance. I will get off the wagon, I guess, since it's stopped. But I will keep like within 90 to 80 feet, like not too close.
Well, you're just over 100 feet from them.
Yeah, so I guess I will
you'll be
also
pulled back.
stealth and
Yeah, if you
go
wanna
a bit
stealth.
forward. Lord.
Okay, and Shion, what are you doing? Taurus, are you guys moving towards, or are you staying with the wagons?
I'm still sitting there. But
Okay.
chakrams at the ready. But like, yeah, come at me, bro.
I'm moving with them very cautiously.
Okay. You do notice Nashara seems to stay back a little bit, but Savras is in line with Arcturus and Erhard. Savras seems to come a little closer, but Nashara definitely takes more of a backseat and is stood with Galoin and Shion at the moment. And I will take you over to the map. If I can get it. You should be able to see. Let's see if you can.
Looks good.
Yeah, everything looks good. You can see everything? Awesome.
Whatever everything is, but sure.
But yes, you begin approaching, and as you do, Andros, you seem to be unnoticed, as does
Right.
Maeve, as does Plucky, and as does Surge, as the four of you all start to move a little bit further ahead. And now that you're a little bit closer, you can definitely hear from the front near the horses of this other wagon. You can hear two of the figures demanding for coin to be given over. You hear the name. You definitely hear the name of Kingsley be mentioned, but at this point of where you are, you only hear it in like because you can make out the sound of it. Yeah, what's up?
I would like to move in closer and just try to get a look at what they're wearing, see if like there's anything that I know that they're like something, that's recognizable to me, and like that at all. As I move, I'm probably gonna move about right here and just try to get a
Mhm.
like a kind of positioning, getting
Yeah,
ready
yeah.
for anything.
Yeah, and as you sneak on up towards this this area, Maeve, where are you going? What is your plot from this point? Where are you planning to sneak on up to?
To follow Andros, but more like does it look like I can
Andros
stand between? Oh no. Okay, well it doesn't
is
matter. I
invisible.
wanted to go
Yeah.
here anyway,
Yeah,
but
that's
can
fine.
I stand here, or is this like a
Yeah.
shade
That's
tree?
you're under the tree. Yeah, that's fine.
Yes.
Yeah, as you like try and use the tree to shield you,
Yeah.
and Plucky and Surge follow you. They
Okay.
follow you up,
Yeah.
and you can see Surge has a big-handed, two-handed axe, and Plucky has a blade out at the ready, and the pair of them are like ready with you. Erhard Arcturus, Shion, as you guys start to see this commotion happening in front of you now, are you moving up further, or are you still taking a back seat?
Shiona's just gonna. She's gonna sigh a little bit. Oh, very well. And she gets off the wagon. She's sort of, still a little bit, but I should be able to see Maeve and Plucky and Surge from.
Are you stealthing?
Can I? If I
Yes,
can,
you can.
I will.
Yeah, of course you can. If you wish to, yeah, roll me a stealth check as you move a little closer.
I've literally never done this before.
That's all right.
Just
On
on
the
the skills.
skills, it should be right near the bottom. An 11, not a
Sorry.
problem. Yeah, as you sneak on up, and Erhard, you do the same. Arcturus?
I am going to take out my quarterstaff,
Yep.
and I'm going to pretend I am a old traveler on the road.
So do you put like a hood up and start like stumbling
like
through?
stumbling
Okay.
a bit towards them.
Roll me a performance check, please, as you begin stumbling up the roadside.
Let me see. Performance, you said.
Yes.
That's gonna be that,
15,
and
very
I'm
nice.
gonna use my tireless precision with a
Okay.
D4 as well.
Go for it. Nice. So a 19 as you start hobbling along, making your way towards them. And as this happens, you see Savras. She clutches the side of her violin, and as she does, you hear the very faintest like twang of one of the strings, and she vanishes. As Nashara steps up closer towards Erhard and kind of just stands beside a tree, just seeing what's happening.
Can I ready a spell to go off as soon as either attack is made towards Yusuf or one of us makes an attack?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure, not a
Do I
problem.
need to tell you what it is, or?
No, we'll see. We'll see what happens. And as you all get a little
Can
bit
I-
closer, and you're more, yep, Erhard.
Can I just tell Olaf to also stealth and go forward to sit on this guy's shoulders?
On Surge's shoulder?
Yes.
Sure, not a problem. Roll me a stealth check for Olaf, please. Yeah, not a problem. As Olaf comes skittering over and lands on Serge's shoulder, and he like wriggles a little bit at first because he wasn't expecting it, and then he just kind of like scratches the head of it while holding this axe. And as this is happening, you guys now begin to hear more of the conversation, and you can hear you hear the two gentlemen at the front, and they seem to be shouting towards Yusuf as you see him currently holding a blade in two hands, while also this other blade floats beside him and he's like spiraling around him and like doing like these like swishing and swooshing sort of like patterns as this blade and you can see the blade is the one that he had sheathed, and it was the golden one of all the gems encrusted on it, and it's just floating behind him like back and forward. And as he stands there with the two hands on, the two gentlemen in front of him are shouting, "What a fucking Kingsley's dogs, ain't ya? Coming on his fucking name day, you scum! Give me all your fucking coin now! Empty that fucking wagon!" And Yusuf just like very calmly stands there. No. And as the gentleman, fucking what? Boys, I've had a fucking enough of this old geezer. That's it. If you won't give us it, we'll fucking take it. And you see a couple of the bandits step forward as you see a few of the Arkenvale guards ready their spears as they start to come a little closer, and a couple of them start to edge a little bit forward towards Yusuf. And Yusuf, for the moment, still seems very calm. He has the blade ready, and he just seems to be ready to go to town on these people if they go for him. And just as you start to see a few more go to approach, we're going to cut to a break, because I think that's a good time to cut to a break. And when we come back, we will see the combat kicking off. So yeah, guys, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break. And when we come back, the fight is going to kick off. So don't go anywhere. You know you want to see it. Grab some snacks, grab some drinks, and let's see how the gang and Yusuf fare against some bandits. So yeah, don't go anywhere. Back in 5.
See you in a bit.
Bye.
Bye.
We'll put one of my CDs in that one, don't you worry.
Eggnog, you're up.
Yes. I should be able to actually, like, I'm gonna follow Bud because, you know, I saw him running over there. So I'm gonna go over here, which is like 2, 3, 4, 5, right?
rip, Eagle, oh god.
Okay, and then I'm gonna attack the two gingerbread thingies with my short sword, which I renamed to Short Candy because I thought why not. And I will go for a sneak attack.
Am.
And
Actually good.
if it's not dead, I will also attack it with my
Ross?
Yes, when you need, Maeve.
Have you seen socks? I can find them anywhere.
Oh my god, if you gave me some Starbucks, maybe I'll tell you his size is.
Well, what's a Starbucks?
Oh my god, you don't know what Starbucks is? This girl's from Wacky Town. Oh my god, like, and listen, Starbucks is like the best thing ever created. Like, oh my god, back in my tribe, we had so much Starbucks every fucking day. So tell me, listen, lady, just listen. If you give me some Starbucks, you know where the towns are. Just give me some Starbucks, and I will give you socks.
What do you mean you'll give me socks, Don Ross? What are you on about?
Listen, I might know where Socks is, but because me and Socks were having my last cup of Starbucks. Oh my god. And let me tell you something. If you just give me some Starbucks, some more, I will give you socks.
I kind of like quickly motion her to put those down. And I look at them.
Looks back at you like, the fuck?
I look at the Orc-Man. I'm like, she's new around here. She doesn't know what that means. We're gonna go. Your problem was with me, not her, by the way. So how about you don't bring her involved? And I kind of scurry her along. I scurry her out. Like,
He looks very confused. And yeah,
And I just sort of walk off and I'm like, new greeting.
And as you guys get outside, the
Oh, well, good for you. This my sack. And he moves his cloak, and you just see a dagger handle. And he just looks at you and he's like, "You want sack?"
Here's it up, darling.
I kill monster, remember? Oh, Grognak no silly. Oh, Grognak most intelligent. From your brother Santa.
From your beautiful, handsome brother Santa, you ugly fucker! And you don't fire one!
It'd be so funny.
Come on, you gotta hit.
Please!
That hits. Oh, wait.
Is it 1 health? Please.
Please!
So you know you can go this one hit. Yeah, that'll be fine. Because if you go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, yeah, that's actually just bang on.
Yeah. All right. I'll move there.
Okay.
And I'll just I don't know, check the surroundings or like just I'm aware of something more.
Yeah, you can hear more and more stuff coming from this way.
Good. Yes. I guess.
At the end of that, Melody.
Yes.
Santa, let me please shoot Santa.
Did you see Santa? Ho, ho, ho! That is where the curtains close.
Melody is just drooling. Melody is drooling, guys.
And that is the end of the session, guys. It went on way later than it was meant to. I'm really sorry, but I wanted to finish that up. So yeah, thank you very much for sticking around. That was fun.
And we can kill him forever if we can plan this right.
Yeah.
And
I have to stop.
You already took his side, or what was it? What did you decide to be like? You know what? Maybe Andros has a plan here. You was on his side before he walked over to you and started talking to you. You already bowed out. You already bowed out to him before.
No, you. This is where your child brain takes over your little peanut brain. Don Ross, listen to me, right? You've been on this earth longer than me, but you don't understand shit. Listen. You need to listen. You need to figure out what the hell is going on before you draw your conclusions or your bow. Okay? So that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
Shit that's happening to these people, and we just let them walk out free.
We're not the cause of this.
Continue to do bad shit.
2 books I think were pretty good. And then, afterwards, I kind of heard that they like rushed the author.
Oh no! We have! Oh no! Yay! Our first one! Our first one! Finally! Do you want to be famous?
Yes! You'll never be famous.
I don't know. Like for me, I didn't like the last couple books out of the Aragon one.
Nature, yes.
It has a magical nature of it. Yes.
Oh wait, let me just cat, shut up. There we go.
Also, do you have some animals rocking around here?
Yes, my cat, Mittens. It's just over there. It's playing with his favorite toy.
Oh, bless you, cat.
He's lovely. Oh, he answered.
It's a very responsive cat.
Yes, tell me about it. But yes, follow me to the arcade section. Like I said, there's a limited Mittens. Come along then, and he leads you to the arcade library. In this public library, there is only a small section because.
And before I stand up, Melody is clearly humming in herself, like. Woodworking, let's get calm my nerves. Let's make not a misery, nobody gets hurt. Wait, I'm coming.
Ashriel.
The way that you say that, it almost sounds like you're calling me an asshole.
What's an asshole?
I approve.
It's Ashriel.
National sounds fine.
Think of L'Oreal, but Ash at the beginning.
Maybe it's because you're worth it.
Well, I am.
I'm sorry.
Ashriel, I believe
yes,
the gnolls and the villagers can.
Hearing that his brother had got him a gift, such a cool, excellent gift, his heart stops, and he just vanishes.
I'm gonna whip the weapon in his hands, blow the smoke,
And I want to know this. I saved Christmas. Santa owes me a big reward for this.
You saved Christmas?
I did.
And as you're all stood.
I will dip in the jar and just put it down for him to eat from.
Yeah, he starts eating it. Erhard, can you roll me 2d6, please?
Me? Sure.
Yep.
What have you done?
The frog dies.
Whoops.
Oh my god.
Okay, guys, don't eat it. Whoops.
Oh!
I liked it.
We got a performance.
Ones that are here. So for now, we end combat.
Wait, what?
Swarm is also dead.
What about the swarm?
Is it swarm?
Wait there. Oh,
Good
it's got
job,
rid of them all. No! Wait, can I bring them back? Oh, I completely forgot about the swarm. Okay, I think next up was
Me.
Alfred. Yes,
Alfred.
it was Alfred. Alfred, yeah, you're up. I completely forgot about the swarm.
Sorry.
Then it's the gingerbread men's turns, who start ripping their limbs off and throwing them at you.
What was this turn order?
God damn it. Hello, welcome. Tell us what snacks you got. Tell us what drinks you got. I'm just having strawberry water today. I didn't actually move from my seat. So I didn't go anywhere. But yeah, guys, let us know what you got. What have you guys got? You got Hello Panda? Not sponsored. M&M's? Not sponsored. Monster? Not sponsored. Any nachos in the chat today?
Natural Havoc?
Sponsored.
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 Wait, you mean the sponsor, which is Natural Havoc on YouTube?
What?
What? Check out
And
YouTube.
Instagram.
Oh,
Tim
no,
Butler,
and the Twitter.
Got Alma with some mango monster drink. I bet that's quite nice. I'm partial to some mango.
Did someone say mangoes?
Mango salad.
Mangoes.
But yeah, we are going to be jumping straight into combat. You try to figure out where to put it, Tim? I think bottom left should be okay, right? Or yeah, the far left-hand side should be fine. Yeah, that's not a problem. So
We are going straight into combat. Like
Yeah.
I think I might have said I'm readying a spell earlier. I'm not sure if that counts at all.
what were you readying, and what was the trigger?
Let's see.
'Cause
Yeah.
I know Maeve's trigger was if they were attacked, which
Or
is
or if one of us attacks first.
so
Yeah.
if someone attacks us, is attacked.
Yeah, for me, I had a similar like when action happens, but so far nothing has happened. So I guess yeah.
Okay, not a problem. I will. Please click your tokens and then roll for initiative. I am going to be a hot second while I sort out every NPC. Okay.
Oh my god. Can I luck initiative?
I wish I could reroll that.
Yes, you can. It's a D20 roll.
What? Nah, it's fine. It's fine. I was
Technically,
making-
can.
Yeah, and technically, yeah, but nah, we'll be fine. That's funny. You can luck initiative.
Okay.
Nah, it's a attack roll, ability check, and saving throw. Shouldn't count.
It is an ability check.
Is it? That's weird. Good to know. Thanks.
Still rolling, guys. Nearly there.
Yeah.
You're almost there.
I've got 3 more to do.
You have so much to do this battle.
Let's help him out by just killing some.
Yeah, please do. Right, okay. Kabushka! Right, I think that's all of them. Right, we have... Wait, why is Hairbell there? Wait, how did that happen?
Who's Hairbell?
Oh no.
How so?
Riding
Wait,
in on a
Shion's
griffin.
there twice. What has happened?
I don't see Heber.
Yeah, I think it's... yeah, don't worry.
It's hidden stuff, okay.
Yeah, I don't know why. What did you roll, Andros?
Bro, 6.
A 6, and you were the first. Oh no, Maeve's has gone. Maeve, can you roll again for me, please? and then I'll just add it on.
1 second.
Thrift check. No thrifts not in this session.
We've been hacked.
We've been hacked. Hacker.
Oh, but rolled even worse that
No,
time.
Nah, he
keep
will
the
add
original roll.
your
Keep the
initial
original.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right, okay, that is an awful lot of people. I'm going to minimize this just a little bit so it's a bit more manageable. Right, so up first, I believe, is Arcturus, who is pretending to be an old man staggering down the road.
I am. And I'm gonna walk a bit more towards them.
Let me change the music.
A bit over here.
Yep.
And I'm gonna hold an action from whenever there is an attack against me.
Okay, what's your action?
Should I tell?
Yes.
Oh. If I'm gonna be attacked, I'm gonna use a spell, which is Mirror Image.
Okay, sure. So if the attack comes your way, you mirror image before the attack, and
Exactly.
then,
Yeah.
perfect. Not a problem. Yeah, so as you start stumbling towards them, you do notice a few of them turn to look at you, and they just seem very confused why an old man hooded is stumbling down the road. But yes, at that, Nashara will sneakily creep on up next to Shion and just ducks behind some of the bushes and is just waiting to see what happens. This guy is this one. You do see one gentleman run up to Yusuf. And as he does, Maeve, I believe you had an action prepared.
Yeah, that doesn't take away my action this turn.
Nope.
Well, no, okay.
No, this is preferred.
What will happen is Entangle will be casted in that exact area.
What's the range of Entangle?
90 feet.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
So I'm fine. It's a 20-foot radius. If I can, I want to try and get the guy at the right as well.
So, like this?
One, but I don't know if I can. Yeah.
20-foot radius?
Sorry, foot square. Yeah.
A
So
square,
4
okay.
by 4.
So you unfortunately cannot get that guy in and this guy.
As long as it's the far guy and one of the top or bottom, either or.
1, 2, 3, 4. So you can get this square here. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
If it's a 20-foot square, let me pull up a. This will be easier. Let me get some spell thingies up. Here they are. So it is a cube. Are you sure it's a cube? Yeah, for definite.
Where? Yeah.
Square. Sorry, yeah. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. Let me grab... there it is. So, oh, not the arrows. So, if I put it here, and then like that. So that area there is all viney and thorny as they start sprouting from the ground.
And they would have to make a strength saving check, and the terrain becomes difficult.
Is that as soon as it's cast they have to do that, yeah?
On their turn, I believe.
Okay, cool, yeah, so I'll do that now. That's not a problem. So the bandit captain, and it's a strength saving throw?
Yes. Do you want me to throw the spell out for you?
That'd be great. Thank you very much. 20-foot square. A creature in the area must strength saving throw. Perfect. So, Kaboosh, the bandit captain fails. And the berserker succeeds. So he does manage to push through it as he gets right up into the face of Yusuf and will swing with his great axe. And as he does, Yusuf just steps to the side as the great axe plunges into some of the vines. And Yusuf just kind of shakes his head and just adjusts the blade, ready to, thrust into the gentleman. But before he can do that, it is the thuggy-ish people go. Ahad, what spell did you want to cast? Because you also wanted when action happened, right?
Yeah.
This counts as action.
Yeah. I wanted to cast invisibility, dual cast
On
myself as well as the guy I forgot the name of
and
where
invisibility is
Olaf
ranged.
is a touch spell.
So you're currently not with. Oh, you're doing it through Olaf.
Olaf.
Got it. Yeah. Yeah, not a problem. As you cast it through Olaf, and yeah, Surge vanishes and you vanish. So you are
Yes,
both currently invisible.
So let me just. So
Make
that's
a
a
note
level
that you are
2
concentrating.
spell. What?
Make a note because invisibility is concentration, I believe.
Yes.
So make a note that you are concentrating. So if
Yeah.
you do take damage, you'll have to make a concentration check.
Yes.
Not a problem.
So level 2 of my sorcery points.
Mhm.
And then
Yes, please.
we need my d20.
We certainly do. I'm waiting for that nat one. Ooh, okay. Close. Yes, not a problem. As you two both go invisible. I will give you the ninja for now. So we know that you are. At that, the thugs start moving in. 2 will go for this guy. A couple of them go for Yusuf. A couple go towards here. As they all start running in towards the combat. The first thugs at the top, so there is how many of them? 4. They just start beating on this guy. This poor guard. As the first hit is a 15, which misses as he blocks it with a shield, but the same one swings the mace back round for a 19, hitting him in the face, dealing 3 points of damage. Then the second one gets a go, for a 12, which misses, and then for a 17, which just hits, for 5, as he clubs him in the chest as this poor guard is getting beaten on, and then the next one for a 14, which misses, and a 15, which misses, and then the last one for a nat 20, as he non-lethally smacks him over the head, and the guard falls to the ground.
Short question.
Yeah.
So, just the technicality. Olaf goes invisible as well because he's technically being carried by Surge. Like, because I think invisibility says...
No, because Olaf is a separate creature. However, if Olaf goes into the coat of a creature, he can't be seen because the coat is invisible.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he will
Olaf
try
is
and
currently floating.
hide. So he's
Yeah,
not
that's fine.
floating.
Yeah, that's not a problem. As you notice one of the guys gets knocked unconscious, and then this guy runs on over to help these ones. As all of these get to make an attack, so that is 1, 2 hit. Oh wow. They will be non-lethally hitting this guy. This guy's down.
Oh no.
As that guard also goes down. And then 2 on Yusuf. A nat 20. Missing. Hitting. So that is 6. Oh wait, no, I need to roll the nat 21. Oh wow. Okay, so that is a total of 11 plus 6, so 17 points of damage Yusuf takes, as Yusuf takes one into the chest, which wins him slightly, and then the other one, he manages to parry slightly, but part of the mace hits into his shoulder. And that is the end of the thugs' turns. At that, Shion, you're up. You're currently hid behind the bushes at the moment.
Yeah, Shion's just gonna get up. She's gonna go here, and because Plucky was sort of being like a cocky bitch earlier, like, oh, look at me, I'm gonna do that straight back to him. I'm gonna, like, wink at him a little bit, and I'm gonna cast Firebolt on the nearest baddie.
Go for it. Yeah, that one there. That hits. Yep, for definite. For 11 points of damage, as you just see this bolt of blue flame go flying towards him, and as he beats this guy down, he starts to chuckle, as at the back of his head and neck, it just erupts in this flame, and he's like, whoa! And like, he turns around to see what's happening, and he sees you stood there, currently with some fire burning from the palm of your hand.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, and he just like looks at you. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. The guards are unconscious. This creature begins moving. As Andros, oh, you can. You hear heavy footsteps running past you. As you then hear, as it gets closer to you, just this like bellowing scream. And then all of a sudden you see Surge stood right next to one of the guards as he full sprints towards him and just leans in with this great axe, which is at advantage because they were unaware of his him being there. That's gonna hurt. So that guy takes a total of 17 slashing damage as this giant great axe cleaves into his chest. And then Surge is just like screaming in their face, just like right in them. But that is the end of Surge's turn. You now see the black cloaked figure. He begins to move around the thorns. And starts walking his way around here. And he will... You see him click his fingers as a shimmer of silver like glosses over him. And then nothing happens. That's the end of his turn. Yusuf, in a bit of a bind right now, starts attacking the people around him. He goes for the thugs below him first. As you see him slash with a longsword across the gut of the one below him with the two-handed strike, which is an 18, as he does 8 slashing towards that one. And then he quickly, very swiftly, slashes again with the blade. Almost so quick that you couldn't see it, and that also hits. 13 does hit. And then, as he's doing all of this, the blade swirling behind him slashes in front of him as well. For 21. For 9 slashing. As, the blade slashes in front of him, and then begins to hover around him once more. As that is Yusuf's turn. Yeah, because the blade's a bonus. Yeah, perfect. Maeve, you're up.
Yes, I forgot I was muted. Maeve will use her movement, seeing that yeah, she will use her movement. I can just walk under these trees, right? And I will go. I believe I can go here with it. Sorry, here with it being 30 feet.
On your
yeah, and she will cast poison spray at the one she's facing.
Yep, so the one directly in front of her or the one next to Surge?
The one directly in front of her.
Yeah, go for it.
There.
Ooh, a con save. Let's give this one a go. Kabla. Natural 1. My word. I don't think he gets the 2, though, does he? No, that's fine.
No, sorry, that's my braces that are on.
Yeah, as this spray of, like, poisonous mist squirts towards him, and he starts coughing and choking, he's, like, holding his throat, like, trying to stop the acidic burn in his mouth. And he, like, looks at you and glares while holding the mace.
And I smirk, and he'll see my smirk, some teeth will grow out.
Mm-hmm.
My hair standing up on my arms. Quick flash of the eye, and as I go into rage.
Yeah, as you start to rage and get this angry, feral sort of look amongst you, yeah. He doesn't seem as confident now. The bandit captain will spend his turn trying to get out of... Oh! Is Entangle concentration.
Wait, let me scroll up.
I believe it
Probably.
is, right?
Concentration up to a minute.
Yep, so that would have.
No.
Yep.
As you start to get angrier and your teeth grow and the eyes change and this feral instinct comes over you, you do notice that all the vines that were holding the bandit captain up lax and fall to the ground. So he gets his turn. So, seeing that there is more people, he will begin to dash. He'll go this way, through here this way, as you see the bandit captain start sprinting through the trees, and then like he puts one hand on a rock and like leaps over it, draws both blades, and is looking towards you currently, Shion, with 2 blades drawn and a dagger in his mouth, as he's just like staring at you like ready. But that is the end of his turn because he cannot get any closer. Ahad, you are currently invisible.
Yeah. Did you say this guard was down? The one in the south?
There are, yeah, both guards are currently unconscious.
Okay. I will cast Ice Knife, I believe, at level 2.
Okay.
On that guy.
On the guy at the top?
Yeah.
Not a problem.
Shouldn't it ask me what? Sorry. I want to cast it at level 2.
Okay.
What do I do? Don't I click on it?
Well, it's an attack roll, so yeah, press it in the spells menu, and then hopefully it'll tell us how much to add on, and we can just roll the additional.
I did click on it in the spell menu because that's how I usually do.
Did you clicked on it in the attack menu on the main page? Go to your spell
No, on
sheet.
the spells sheet I clicked on it.
Really?
Yeah,
But
because
isn't the
I
Ice Knife
usually
level
do
2
that
anyway?
No, it's the first
No,
level.
it's a level
spell.
1.
It's first level.
If
And
you
when
just
you
have a quick
cast
look
at
to
level
see how
2,
much-
you add 1d6 cold damage for each level above.
Okay, there you go. So roll an additional d6, and then we'll do the cold damage on top. So you're firing at the top the bandit guy of the 3.
Yeah. So that the next to
Okay.
him should be affected.
Not a problem. So I need to make
So an
and it's
extra 5.
the 15 does hit, so it does an additional an original 6 damage, and then him, the bandits, and the guard have to make a dexterity saving throw. So that's the first one on the left, which fails. Top fails. Right fails. Guard auto fails.
Oh yeah, whoops.
So that does 5, 6, 7, 8 damage to each of them. And the guard is now bleeding out.
Oh well. Things happened.
He was unlethally knocked
totally
out.
forgot
Now
about
he's
that.
dying.
I'm gonna roll d20.
Roll a d20 for me, please. Yep. And you are also no longer invisible.
Yes. And I will just walk my way down towards Arcturus, just because I feel like it.
I will also point out you're
Yeah.
out of range for that, so you need to move 20 foot closer.
Out of range?
It's 60.
Oh
You're 80
damn it!
feet
Why
away.
was I thinking 90? I'm sorry.
It's okay. Move 20 feet forward, and then you've got an additional 10 to use.
That's 20,
Yeah,
right?
that's perfect. Yeah.
No, we'll just go
Yeah,
2
not a
down,
problem.
right?
Absolutely fine. Did you roll your d20?
Yes.
He did.
Yes,
an
you got an
8.
8. That's fine. At the end of your turn, it is not Andros's turn. As another creature is moving. And let me just have a quick look. Yeah, I think that could be fun. As from the south of Maeve, just a little bit closer to the bandits, you start to see the wind picks up around the area as a massive gust of wind echoes throughout the plains as Savras, invisible, casts Thunder Wave at 2nd level. That uses that slot. As she then reappears here. And the two at the bottom need to make Constitution saving throws. You there. 1, 7 failing, 15 succeeding, so the one on the right takes half. Which that is 17 halved is what, like 8? Yeah. So that one on the right takes 8, whereas the other one takes 17, and you see he is killed and the body is flung past Surge and skids towards the cart. And she just reappears, like, stood there, and you can see that she is currently holding her violin, and she is, like, strummed across the violin, and this echoing wind blasts out from her. And that is the end of her turn. Andros, you're up and invisible.
Yeah, Andros is gonna... Let's see, kind of... Yeah, I can. Andros is then gonna go about right here.
Yep.
Step up right in this... Actually, can he... Let's see, he was right here, right?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, you can get right there.
I still get stealth here, right? Stealth, sneak attack damage.
Yeah, you're invisible.
Okay, so I'll step up to here.
Advantage on the first attack.
Right, and I'm gonna take out my white tusk sword with a smile on my face, and I'm gonna go for the one right, right next to Surge.
North. Yep, go for it.
Yep, with my white tusk blade.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, and luckily, 12 does hit.
Thank God.
As you plunge the dagger into this guy, not the dagger, the rapier.
Yeah.
And as you plunge it in and pierce it all the way to the tusk, you appear as the blade is then appearing through him, and you swipe it out as a fleck of blood sprays off of it, and the gentleman does fall to the ground dead.
And then after I pull it out, I'm gonna quickly turn, and as with a swift motion with the dagger or the white tusk that's attached to his blade, slash the one right to my right.
No sneak attack on this one.
Yeah.
But yes, that does hit for 4 damage. As you cut across his chest, and you can see it cuts through some of the leather, and there's like a scratch mark bleeding beneath. Is that the end of your turn?
And then, can I still do Wails of the Dead even? Or is that...
Yes, you could have done that, on the last one. Oh, brilliant, yeah. So who do you target?
I target,
next to you? Or...
I can't target him, right?
Yeah, you can, because you did the
I
sneak
can?
attack on the other one.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm gonna target the same guy then.
So as you do Wails of the Dead, you just hear echoing from beside you, "Get away from my grandson!" As you see T'Challa charge towards him and just backhand the guy. And you did, is it half of your sneak attack?
Pretty sure. Let me look.
It's half your sneak attack, isn't it?
Immediately after you do your sneak attack damage, you can target a second creature of the first roll. Half the number of sneak attack dice for your level. Round up. So it's half my sneak attack dice.
Round it up. So roll me 2d6 then.
Oof.
And that's the damage that T'Challa
2d6.
does. Whew! As you just see this meaty backhand come from T'Challa, and you see the guy stagger, but he doesn't know what from because he sees nothing. But for you see your grandmother protecting her grandchild.
And I'll just shoot a wink at Savras, as I was very surprised she was able to even go invisible in that moment.
As you do that, Shion, you see Plucky, his eyes go a little wide for a moment, and with the blade, he slashes it across his chest, his own chest, and you start to see blood dripping down as he uses his ability for a blood curse of binding. So this guy needs to make a strength save. So let me do that. Oh, he's pretty good at these. He succeeds, unfortunately. Yeah, so you see, as he cuts across his chest, the blood from him wraps around the blade, and he points it towards the captain guy running towards you, Shion. And as he does that, parts of the blood shoot from the blade, and like these manacles appear around the legs of this bandit captain. But the bandit captain tenses and stretches, and then you see the blood splatter across the floor as it seems to not be effective. That's his bonus action. As he then sprints forward with the blade and starts going, slashing towards the bandit captain. So, action, he will do 1 with 16 hits, I believe. I'll just double check. Yeah. So the first one is 6 damage, and the second one misses, unfortunately. But Plucky needs to take... Plucky takes 1 point of damage from cutting himself. But he does manage to do 6 points of damage towards that guy, and they are now locked in combat, and you can see Plucky's blade is almost glowing with a small red hue. But yeah, they are locked in combat. Arcturus!
Arcturus still scuffling around like the old guy he pretends to be, so I'll shuffle my way to Maeve, but then without anybody seeing that, I'm gonna use my old and trusty Eldritch Blast on the guys attacking here.
Okay, go for it.
Typical.
That hits. The second one, not the first.
Yeah, the first one does definitely miss.
And you're aiming for the guy on the far left at the top?
Yeah, the far left, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, as you hit into him, and you can see he's properly winded, and he's trying to catch his breath, but he's still standing. Is that the end of your turn? You're muted.
Muted.
I'll take 1 step back, and that's the end of my turn.
Not a problem. At that, Nashara very quickly steps up to make sure Plucky's okay while hiding behind a tree, but she doesn't do anything. And at that, it is the Berserker's turn towards Yusuf as he swings his great axe, hitting into Yusuf, dealing 10 points of damage as he cleaves across him. And you can see Yusuf isn't looking as good as he first did. He's starting to bleed a little bit in places. But that is the end of that gentleman's turn. Then it is the thugs' turns, who have now seen a few new people arrive. One will immediately back up one of his bosses, while 2 will skirt round... Oh, wait, can he do that? Oh, my bad. Go back there. 15, 20, 25. Yeah, he'll go to here. So, 1 will go towards Plucky, an attack, which he gets advantage on. So, missing. I believe... Yeah, that one hits. So that is for 5 damage. 1 will attack at Surge with advantage. 16 and a nat 20. Surge, yeah, gets hit by both. So that is 7 plus 8, so 15. And then 1 will attack at Maeve with no advantage, just a flat roll. 15 on Maeve? I think that hits, right?
You're muted.
Sorry. I have a shield.
Oh, do you have your shield out at the minute? So your AC is
unless
7?
18. Unless
18?
yeah, it's +3.
Well, your AC is normally 15, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is 18. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, so the first one misses you, and then the second one for a 14, which also misses.
Mm-hmm.
And then 1 will swing at Ondros.
Mammy boy.
1, 2. He came at you.
Take
Not at advantage, so only 1 hits.
Yeah.
For 4 bludgeoning.
That's...
And then 1. Oh no, they wouldn't leave Yusuf. So they will both swing at Yusuf. They Oh, that one definitely hits. What is Yusuf's AC? 17. Okay, so yeah, that one does in fact hit that one. For 3, as he takes another clobbering. I think that's all of them. It is! Shion, you're up!
Shion was well impressed by whatever Plucky was trying to do. And she now knows where the little scars on his chest came from. She's gonna move next to him, and I'm not gonna attack the bandit captain, but I'm just gonna sort of swing my chakram, sort of like that, around Plucky and trying to hit this guy.
Okay, I will say,
It's
you have an enemy within 5 feet, so it would be at disadvantage. So if you wish to do it 1 square back, I will allow it.
like there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
and that way you're fine. So the bottom guy, yeah?
Yeah, the bottom guy.
So throw your first chakram. That definitely hits for 6 damage, and then your offhand chakram as a bonus action. Which unfortunately goes wide, but it does spin around Plucky, cutting off like the very tip of Plucky's whisker. As it then spins round, and then you catch the other one.
Okay,
as
and then
Plucky looks back with a worried look.
and then I'll move next to him. Like,
step
it's
forward.
all right, darling. I wouldn't hit you.
Yeah, sure. As he's like still a little bit inebriated, but yes, the guards have to make a death save because one's bleeding out. That's just a flat roll, so I'm gonna roll a d20.
Oh god.
Oh, poor, he didn't do anything.
That's a success. We take the little wins, huh?
Thank the Lord.
Yeah. So at that, the other one is fine because he's just knocked out. Surge, in a fit of anger, spins round recklessly and just swings the great axe to the one north of him, which is recklessly, so he does hit for a 23. Good job, he reckless. As he just cleaves this man in 2, and the man just splits in front of him and lands on the floor, and he just roars out in anger as he turns back to the one near Maeve. This gentleman... Wow. We'll step here. Okay. Yeah, he would. This gentleman will, you see him waving his hands back and forth as a small bead of red light appears between his palms. And he grasps onto it, and he releases it towards you as this bead trickles through the sky, all the way over to this location here. As I need to pull out a template real quick to see how many people this hits.
Wow.
We will do this one. And that's, I believe, is that big enough? I think you'd do it more there, so he hits more people. There. And I just need to make sure that that's big enough, because it could be bigger.
Is it supposed to be fireball?
Yes, is it 40?
Then it needs to be one more, I think. It's 40. Eight squares.
So I think it needs to go that big.
That's 7.
So he
I
wouldn't get
think.
his... Yeah, so he would put it there, and that hits... Ondros, Surge, one of his own, Maeve, Arcturus, and Savras. So, I need all of you to make me dexterity saving throws, please.
Will this also trigger my bold action?
That was last turn, not this turn. Unfortunately. But even if you did have mirror image up, unfortunately it still hits you, because you can't dodge this one. But yeah, dexterity saving throws, please, from all of you. Fantastic. And I will make one for Surge. Yikes.
Yikes.
And Savras. Oh, she does get a +4. Yikes. I think it's just Erhard I'm waiting on. Oh wait, not Ahad. What am I on about? No, that is everyone. Ignore me. Ahad's not in it.
Far away.
Ahad's normally casting it. That's the thing. Ahad's normally casting it. That's what it is. Okay, so Ondros, you take half of 25. So you take a total of 12 points of fire damage. Arcturus, yeah, what's up?
Does Uncanny Dodge account for this as well, since I can't see him?
No,
He's taking
Uncanny
attack
Dodge
on me?
is on an attack. This is a area effect.
Oh, okay.
It'd be evasion for this one, but unfortunately you don't have it quite yet. It's soon. Arcturus, you also take 12 points of fire damage. And Maeve, you also take 12 points of fire damage. Even though you failed, you feel like the flames don't affect you as much. As that then dissipates. I need to roll for thingy and thingy. Wait there. Sorry, my bad. They take the full 25 each. And the guard, I need to roll for the thug, because he was in it as well. He fails. He takes... he dies. You see him burned to a crisp in front of you, Maeve.
Nice.
Yeah, and that is the end of the mage's turn, as he will actually step just one more there, I think. Yeah, perfect. No reason that there was an arrow. Yusuf!
We all saw that.
No, you didn't. Yusuf will make a sword attack to the south again. Which misses, and then again, oh my god, which misses, and then with the, no, he won't do that. He will use his second wind to gain back 13 hit points. As you see him stand there strong for a second, and then regain some vigor as he prepares himself for the next fight. At that, Maeve, you're up. As these flames lick your skin and burn all around you for a second.
Ooh. That was nice. As you now see that, that fire might have brought Maeve on an idea. As you see her, that usual amber glow that surrounds her when she shapeshifts, it isn't a glow anymore. It has turned into flames as it engulfs her, but it's not hot, it's magical. And as the flames drop, what you see in front of you is a bear. But beneath the bear's skin, you see lava popping out, and the skin isn't skin, the skin is actual rock. As she shapeshifts into a lava bear? You're muted.
You're muted.
Onion.
You're muted.
The magma bear, which is your wild shape fire form now, thanks to your newfound gem. And I will just remove you from the map for a second. And you should be able to control it, you should be able to move it around.
Yep. And, well, considering most are dead around me, I can make it over here.
Which way do you go? I just need to know if you're passing the thug, because he will take a swing if you walk past him. Yeah, you go past him?
Yeah, I have to.
Yeah, he swings his mace.
Oh, yeah.
Nat 20. You take 10 points of damage as he just goes, as you go past.
I take 5.
Yes, you do, because of raged bear form. Yeah, you take 5 points of damage as he just clubs you over the head.
Maths. And now, I will go for a double multi-attack on the first guy on the left. For me, my left.
Yep.
As I will bite into him with my...
Go for it. A 12 does hit. You're lucky. They have very low AC.
+2 for rage.
+2 damage, yep.
And is it 1d4?
I think it should already be on there, if you roll the damage.
Okay.
Yeah, so you you end up... Oh, the d4's not on. Okay, it's all right. Roll me a d4. There you go. Perfect. So you deal a total of... That's so much damage. 15, 16, 17 points of damage. As, yeah, you bite into the guy beside him. And then you go for the claw.
Yep.
21 hits.
Sorry, I don't know how you do this. I have so many things up.
That's alright. I know, I've got...
And another one?
10 sheets up. Yes, as that does a total of... Damn, you're rolling well on the d4s. 12, 14 damage. As you see him still standing, barely. No pun intended. But yeah, he's just about stood up still. And that is the end of your turn. I've just realized that because I deleted your token off the thing, it deleted your initiative. So let me just put you over here for now.
Okay.
Yeah, and next up is the Bandit Captain, who I will roll in just a second after I do this, so I can get your sheet back on. There we go. And then, yeah, the Bandit Captain, who will... Ooh, he will go for an onslaught of attacks. He will attack 2 towards Plucky. So 1, 2, and then a dagger towards Shion, which I believe misses Shion on 11.
Can
But
she
the
still
5.
use Hellish Rebuke?
Only if you're hit. Yeah,
Okay.
not a problem. And yeah, that's the end of his turn. Ahad, you're up.
Surely. I will ready up. Let me just check the range before I forget. I think I checked already. Good. A massive chromatic orb, and you cast it on level 3. And
As you begin casting Chromatic Orb,
yes,
you see the dark robed figure click his fingers as your magic is dispelled, as he casts Counterspell.
What?
And that's why he stood within 60 feet of you.
No.
bastard.
Oh, shit.
Yep. That's why I drew an arrow, to make sure you were in range.
Oh, no.
So what spell
So you
slot
cast
do I
any spells?
dissipate? I dissipate my third level
Whatever
spell slot or
whatever
nothing?
spell slot you cast it at, yeah. It's gone. I still need you to roll a wild magic. Because technically the spell it does expend, it fizzles out.
So my sorcery points as well, or...
Yep. Everything you were using, it's all dispelled. You've wasted it. Well, not wasted it, but it's been refused.
Yeah.
Access denied. Yeah, and then a d20 from you, please, for the wild magic, as the magic fizzles, because you do cast it, and the orb splits and starts to spread, and he just clicks his fingers, and this silvery wisp just turns both balls into, like, dust in front of you.
I hate this guy already.
9, yeah. As nothing happens. Ahad, you still have your movement and a bonus action.
Sure. Bonus action. I can't do much with my bonus actions. So I will just go there.
Yeah, as you start moving away.
Far away from that as I possibly can.
Savras, seeing Plucky, no, she can't get there. She will... She will run over towards... Yeah, she'll run over to here. And as she's running, you see her play a real quick little ditty on the violin as this sound bursts from her and a purple glow in her eyes appears. As you see her whisper something, and as you do, a wisp of purple energy flies out of her and goes towards Surge as she casts Healing Word. Because she wants Surge to keep alive as best she can. And she does that at first level for 5 hit points. And then she runs at this guy and with the bow of the violin. You see her twist it, and a small bladed point comes out, and she stabs him in the neck with it. As she gets the short sword, nat 20. As he falls unconscious. Well, dead. As she stabs him in the neck and pulls it out, and then click, and then the blade goes back into the bow. At that, it is the end of her turn. Andros, you see this happen before you as the guy slumps to the floor.
Andros just like looks at her, gives her a nod, and he's gonna run forward to help Maeve with this situation.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna run up with his white tusk, and he's gonna. Let's see, where can I move at? How far can I move? I'm able to get here, right?
Because there's a rock there, you'd have to go around the back of Maeve.
Okay.
Just because there's a large rock beside
I wouldn't be able to get here then, like right in this.
You could. Oh, wait there. Ah, I've pressed the button.
Like,
yeah, you could get. You could go this way. Yeah, you could get there. You could get there.
There?
Yeah,
Okay,
you can't
I'll
get
get
the next
right
one,
there, right next to Maeve,
Mm-hmm.
and I will then take out my white tusk. I'm gonna like go to stab him into the first guy with it, and so I can get my sneak attack.
Go for it. As you lunge the dagger toward the rapier towards him, and unfortunately you miss.
Okay, then I will use my dagger.
Go for it. If you hit, you still get sneak attack.
Okay, good.
Which definitely hits.
Yep. And then
Do you want to
with
use
that,
whales?
I'll use my Whales of the Dead to hit. Actually, wait, let me leave something here. Oh, I can. Okay.
Yep.
I'll use my Whales of the Dead to go after this guy.
As you just hear T'Challa flying off in that direction, as she's just screaming out, "No more fire!" As she just slaps him round the side. So 2d6 for me, please. For 7 damage, as he just like visibly is startled, as he was unsure what the hell just happened to him. At that, Plucky will try stabbing at the guy towards the south. He will go for a blade and then a blade. The first one missing, second one hitting for 5 slashing. That is the end of his turn. Arcturus, you're up.
Being kind of impressed by what happened. Like you have to recognize good magic when good magic is being used. Also seeing what happened to Erhard, I'm gonna take a little bit more shelter behind the trees. Oh, a bit more. There, yeah. And I'm gonna use another Eldritch Blast on the mage.
On the mage?
On the mage.
Okay, go for it. 23 definitely hits, as the first one connects with him. As you see the shimmering spectral like pattern around him, and the blast goes through it, the first one. And as the second one connects, it also goes through the shimmering thing as well. So you do another 9. Nice. Good job.
Interesting.
Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
At that, Nashara will run up beside Surge, and she will cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level, healing for a total of 13. And then, seeing what he did to the rest of her group a minute ago, oh no, shoot, that was 30 feet. Yeah, she can't move. That's the end of her turn. The Berserker will slash at Surge. Not Surge, at Yusuf. Again. Which misses. The Thug that is still alive, there's only one. Oh no, there's two. There's two. Seeing the giant bear, he drops his mace and he puts his hands in the air. The other one with his bandit captain, morale, he thinks it's going well. He carries on fighting. Oh no, he would step round and he would make one attack at Shion, one attack at Plucky. So this one's at Shion 13 missing, and 20 hitting Plucky for 6 damage. Shion, you're up.
Well, he made things easy for me, so I'll just plunge my chakrams in his ass.
Go
Well,
for
not
it.
his ass, but in his chest, hopefully.
Yes, you make the first attack, and it does connect, and he's barely hanging on.
Well, time to finish it. Haha, 1 damage, really?
As he's still hanging on just by a thread. He was
God
on 2
damn it.
hit points. As you cut across his chest, and
I like that nerf.
as you cut across his chest, and he is still just about hanging in there. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I guess.
The guard will make his death save. He's just dying. Oh no, he's good. He's got two successes. 1 failure, 2 successes so far. No, sorry. No failures. 2 successes. Surge will... he'd help Plucky. Yeah, he runs back to help Plucky, and he makes an attack towards the bandit captain, completely whiffing. The mage... The mage, he doesn't want to do that yet. They're occupied. Yeah, he is going to run to here. Nashara doesn't have a melee weapon, so she can't attack him. Great. Okay. And Arcturus, he looks towards you as 4 silvery orbs appear above his head, and 4 beams of silvery light flies towards you as he casts magic missile at you. There is no to hit roll, it's just straight up damage. So you take 5, 4, 5, 5. As he casts that at 2nd level. So he gets 4 orbs. And he rolled max on 3 of them. So you take a total of 19 points of damage. As these 4 silvery orbs smash into you. And then he smirks as he looks towards you. That is the end of his turn. Yusuf, fighting for desperation now, will slash towards the other guy. Kapow. Oh, wow, Yusuf. Oh, Yusuf misses every hit as he just seems flabbergasted by a magma bear, I'm sure. We'll blame that. Maeve, you're up.
Maeve doesn't care that the guy dropped his weapons. And, yeah, I mean...
Okay.
She will multi-attack him again.
Go for it. I'm going to tell you now, he's on 1 hit point. You kill him.
Okay, we move on.
Yep.
Moving around Andros, because I don't want to burn him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, this is it. And I will use my other attack.
Go for it.
To, can I bite twice in a row, or is it always claw
No, it's
and
1
bite?
bite, 1 claw.
Okay.
Yeah. As you slash, just missing, I'm afraid.
Okay.
But yeah, you slash towards him, but he seems to jump to the side. As the bandit captain will slash 1 scimitar at Shion, 1 at Plucky, and then the dagger at Plucky. So what? This is Shion. 22, Shion?
I now use my Hellish Rebuke, but that...
Okay, so you take 6 damage, and then yeah, roll your damage for Hellish Rebuke, please. As these blue flames start to wisp off of you and like start attacking him.
It's just level 1, right?
No, it's the level that you're... So level 3 for you, I think. Yeah. Woo! Damn. As, 19 points of fire damage just, like, smack him in the face. And he hit you for 6. He doesn't like that trade-off. And then he slashes at Plucky and Plucky, which only the bottom one hits. For a measly 4. At that, Ahad, you're up.
Okay, I was muted. Never mind. That's better. I will move. Oh god, I hate this. There.
Yep.
Because I don't like being close anymore. Thank you.
Yep.
As far away as I can.
Yeah.
And I will use Tides of Chaos to cast a chromatic
yourself
orb
advantage.
at level 3 again.
Okay. What is the range of chromatic orb?
It's 90.
Yeah, you're okay. You're in range.
I
Who are
should
you
have
aiming
moved
your two
away
targets at?
earlier.
Yeah.
What?
Who are your 2 targets? Oh no, you're just doing one.
No, just one target.
Just
I'm out
one.
of sorcery points.
Okay,
Someone
got it.
messed with that. No,
Not
but
a
the target
problem.
is that darn mage.
The mage?
thing.
Okay, roll your attack to hit.
So I want to cast this at the higher spell. So you said on the spells page, right?
I think if you click it in the attack page as well, it should ask you what level. It should.
Maybe it's that. Let's try it. Yeah, maybe it was that. Maybe I need
Yeah.
to do it there.
That's okay.
So
not a
level
problem.
3.
Level 3?
Selected. Yeah. Submit and Tides of Chaos.
Mm-hmm.
So 16, right? Because I get advantage.
Yes, and because that would hit, he casts shield as a reaction to make his AC 20.
I hate this guy.
Oh my gosh.
Can I still luck on that? Oh god. But then it takes away my advantage probably.
You get one more roll though if you do lucky. Yeah.
Does it take away my advantage though?
No, you get to choose one of the 3.
Okay. So I will do that then. I will use one lucky.
Go for it.
So I cast again.
Just roll a d20.
Okay. God damn it! I moved the turn order.
So it'd be 12 plus 7, which is 19.
God damn it!
As it goes to hit him, and you're like adamant it's gonna hit, and then once again he like looks at you and his eyes flare silver as this barrier of silver energy blocks the orb, and the orb shatters across it.
Sure.
At the end of your turn?
What was it that we changed about Tides of Chaos again? Once used, the player must roll 1d6.
Yes, to see
whether how high the magic surge counter.
Yes, roll a d6 for me. I'll have to look on your sheet. I'll do it after combat though. So a 6, not a problem. And then we'll look into
So
it.
6 spells in the future.
Oh yeah, 6 spells. Yes, make a note.
And then a d20 for my wild magic.
Yes, which is a 10. That's fine. Is that the end of your turn?
That should be the end of my turn, yeah. And I will cower in fear.
She will step here, here, here. Yeah, she would. She steps in front of Nashara, and she will. Oh, she doesn't want to hug Taurus. Oh wait, no, she doesn't have to. Perfect. She will do Thunderwave again. As the same again, she strums the violin, and a burst of energy flies out from her. She will do it at her last 2nd level spell slot. So he needs to make a con save. Which he succeeds, so he takes half, which half of 16 is 8. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
As he takes 8 points of damage and doesn't move. That's the end of Nashara's turn. Andros, you're up.
All right, so I see that Maeve and yeah, they have this handled, this last guy. So Andros is gonna pull out his bow, and he's gonna move. Let's see.
There is a big rock there, remember?
Yeah. So he's gonna go around it. So 1, 10.
Yep.
15,
15, 20.
20,
Yep.
25, 30.
Yep.
And then he's gonna fire an arrow at the mage guy.
Go for it.
Do I get sneak attack on this as well, right?
Yes, because Stavros is there. Yeah,
Yep.
that is correct. You just hit the DC because it is 20. That's his AC right now.
Yep.
As the arrow flies, and as it does, the arrow pierces into the neck of the hooded
Yeah.
gentleman, and the hooded gentleman falls back.
Okay, he's dead.
He is dead. Yeah.
Great. And then
20
I'm
AC
going
and you hit it.
to.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me try to look at something here. Okay, just in that reach, and I'm gonna do my last Wails of the Dead. And actually, wait. I'm going to use Cunning action for my bonus action this time.
Okay.
And that allows me to move another 30. And I'm gonna go ahead and get yeah, that should be enough. And I'm gonna try to go help out over here.
Mm-hmm. I
Get
would
right
say
there.
having your bow, rapier, dagger, and stuff, you wouldn't be able to pull your rapier out to attack. So if
Yeah,
you
I
want to
can't-
fire the arrow, then run in. Because
Yeah,
you can
I
fire.
can do that.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, no, you only get the one.
No,
you only get the
bonus
one.
action. Yeah, it's a bonus
got it.
action.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then can I Wails of the Dead this guy then? Or no, that's my bonus action. I can't do that anymore.
Yes.
Makes sense.
No,
Okay.
you're all good.
Then yeah, I'll stop right there.
At the end of your turn, Plucky will attempt to stab the one behind him. 14 hitting, killing that guy, and then we'll stab in front of him for 9. As you can see, this guy waning a little, and this guy at the back here is dead. Finally, we're back up to Arcturus. As you see the gentleman that fired these silvery beams of light at you fall, probably a little thankful, as this guy was a pain.
Very thankful. God damn it. I'm going to walk a bit closer, and as I aim with my well, hand thingies, we haven't defined. We should define those. I'm gonna aim for the bandit captain.
The one north?
Going north, yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But other than the normal white light from the Eldritch Blast, there's going to be a golden sunlight color coming out of it, which is using Scorching Ray.
Ah, you Scorching Ray, so you get to fire 3 beams at him.
Yeah.
Go for it. Number 1 definitely hits. Press it again. Number 2 unfortunately hits the rock behind him, but number 3... I unfortunately just misses.
God damn it.
It's so close, so close.
I definitely need
yeah,
luck on that.
Yeah, you do. You need lucky. At that, Nashara will run up to you, Arcturus, and she places a hand on your shoulder, and she will cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level. So you receive... Wow, that's actually really good. You receive 15 hit points as you feel a surge of healing energy come from her. And yeah, you're feeling a bit better. And then she steps behind the pair of you. The Berserker will once again make his attack at Yusuf, which misses. The thugs are dead. Shion, you're up.
Yes, as she's still her eyes are still sort of smoldering blue from the hellish rebuke. She thinks she's gonna continue on with that fire, and she's gonna create a bonfire right under the bandit's leader's feet.
Is that a dex save?
Yep.
These damn bonfires. He fails, so he takes 5 points of damage as this bonfire appears and just starts burning at his legs, and he starts like kicking the dirt trying to put the bonfire out beneath him.
And while he's distracted, I chop him with my chakram as a bonus action.
You can only bonus action chakram if you action chakram.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, not a problem. At the end of your turn, the guard will roll a death saving throw, which he fails. So that's 1 fail, 2 successes now. Surge will slash at the guy. Reckless. That is 6 points of slashing. The mage is dead. Yusuf will attack at this guy. Bop, bop, bop. All of them hitting. Oh no, the second one doesn't. Oh my lord, he just did 21 points of damage. As yeah, he just starts slashing across the chest, and then the spinning blade slashes. And as this is the fourth attack from the blade in the air, you see it slash, spin in the air, do a loop, and then resheath itself within his sheath. And at the end of that, Maeve, you're up.
Yeah. She growls once more and will go for a double attack on the
Go
the
for
one
it.
standing in front of her still somehow.
Magma Maeve, go!
Yep.
Yeah, the first one hits, second one misses, but
One
that is on a
second.
d4.
Yeah, on it.
Thank you.
There you go.
So that's a lot too, 16. Yeah, as you see him in quite a lot of pain at this point. And is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
At
Yes.
that, the bandit captain drops his blade, falls to his knees, and puts his hands in the air. That is his turn. Ahad.
Yeah, not much I can do. So I will just use the Pearl of Power and regain spell slot.
Not a problem. Savras will she'll survey the area and see that one guy surrendered and can't really see what's going on over here because of the boulder and stuff. So for now, she'll just take a defensive stance over here. Andros.
Okay. Andros will now he'll put his bow away, pull out his white tusk again, and he's gonna try to finish off this bandit captain since he's
okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so as the bandit captain is on his knees with his hands in the air, you walk up behind him.
I walk up behind him, stab it right through his back, and just say, "We don't take prisoners," and just pull it out and let his body drop.
Yeah, as he dies. Because he has 13 hit points left.
And then I'll just dash action. And I'll just stand right here. I can't really do much at this point. Actually, wait. Yeah, no, I can't do anything. Yeah, it's fair.
Plucky, not being able to see what's going on over there because there's a carriage and stuff in the way, does see a guard bleeding out. So he will run over to here and use his action to try and stop the guy from bleeding out. Which is just a flat wisdom check. He succeeds! He stops the bleeding. The guard survives. Arcturus, you're up.
Seeing one guy left on the battlefield, taking one step forward over the corpse of the bloody mage, and going to trust in his trusty Eldritch Blast to finish the job. At least try to finish the job.
Go for it.
Well, it's something.
It is. Your second one? Yeah, that also hits. That's okay. That's okay. Yes, you do 9 points of damage as the 2 blasts hit. Nashara will start tending to the wounds of this guy. The Berserker will also, because he didn't see the other guy get executed, it's too far away. So he will drop his axe and start to surrender. At that, it is Shion.
I'm muted. I'm not no
There you
longer
go.
muted. I think I'm just gonna go over here, see what all the fuss is about, and then, well, there's still this guy, but he just dropped his.
Yeah, I would say from where you are, you can't really see him because there's a wagon in the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, you hear the clattering of an axe, and you can hear that the commotion seems to have died down slightly.
Yeah, then, well, I guess she's just gonna sit.
Okay.
Gonna do
the guards are fine. Surge will begin running over here, and then we'll take the dash action to get over here to see what's going on. Yusuf will put his blade to the throat of the guy, but doesn't finish him. He just stands there with the blade. And then we've got two more people to take turns. Maeve.
Maeve will look at Yusuf and then back at the Berserker, right? Yeah.
It's like a bandit guy. Yeah.
And in her, I'm guessing, way taller presence, hover over him as she then comes back to human form, but still enraged, and just looks him straight in the eye and says, "Talk."
And as you say, talk to him, Erhard, is there anything you want to do before I wrap up the combat for the? Well, I'll see if Andros wants to do anything as well. But
I wanna pray hard that no one kills anyone else.
Okay. Savras won't do anything. Andros.
Ross he'll sheath his blade and he'll just kind of, he'll stand there. He'll actually move over here with them.
Yeah,
and he'll
Savras
watch.
goes to help Plucky.
Yeah,
if he needs
he'll
any
also.
help. Yeah. Awesome. And you just see Plucky start bandaging some wounds on the guard, as I think that's a perfect place to end today's session. As Maeve, with the longer, elongated, like claw-like fingernails now, and the teeth and the eyes, the crazy rage eyes, and the feral sort of form, you like hold your claws up to him and talk. And as you say it in this like angry expression, the curtains close as the session ends for today. So we will be back next week. That went on a little longer than I expected. I guess it's because there's so many people taking turns, so many NPCs. But we will be picking this back up next week, and hopefully we will reach Sardonus, which could be a lot of fun. So let's go round the room. Let's say, tell us who you are, where they can find you, and all that good stuff. So, Tim, take it away.
Yes, guys, my name is Tim, as you might have known already, male part of Team Logic NL, where you can find me on the Twitch channel, where we play several games, including Rimrolls, and I might be even going to finish up my Rimworld run. So it might happen sooner than we think. It's gonna happen soon, and afterwards we're gonna see. Make sure to drop a follow if you haven't done so, and I would like to see you then. And otherwise, we'll see you next time on this channel.
Awesome. And below Tim, we have Eagle. Eagle, take it away.
Hello, how's everyone doing? My name's Eagle. Voice. Yay. Hope you guys have a great day. You can find me over to Eagle Outlaw, where we're still doing Pokemon, Flying Type Mono, and then we'll hopefully be finishing up Hellblade this Sunday, is the hope. It's the pray. And we'll continue that thing going on. And my voice. Yay. Follow the YouTube. Who's tonight's sponsors, by the way? You thought I was done. No bullshit. Follow the YouTube Who's Tonight's sponsors, as they are sponsoring us through this series. And then on top of that, make sure you follow the Twitter, where I post some mediocre shit. And then make sure you follow the Instagram, which is done by Maeve.
Awesome.
Take it away, Maeve.
Smitty, the other half of the socials, take it away.
Yes, thank you, Andros. I'm Smitty Jane. You can find me over on Smitty Jane on Twitch, doing a variety of 3 games, which is Zelda, and Horizon Zero Dawn. Don't forget to social the follows, the Twitters, the Instagrams, the YouTubes, and the Discords, which we can put a link in the chat if you want to join. And everybody that's watching us in the future on YouTube, hello and thank you for watching. We appreciate you.
We certainly do. And to the other side of the screen, Zeb, take it away!
Yeah, I'm Agent Zeb. I stream a variety of games, RPGs, strategies, roleplay, all kinds of things when I stream at some point. Hopefully next week, because I'm actually getting on top of my work schedule and all those things that I need to do there. So check me out over there, hopefully Monday night. and come back next week for more of this.
Awesome. And above Zeb, we have Lan. Lan, take it away.
Hello, my name is Lan. I am the female half of Team Logic, streaming on Wednesdays, doing the Pokemans now. Like my first Nuzlocke. I feel like such an idiot. I feel like such a noob because I completely suck at it. I already killed half my team, but who cares? We're having fun. Yeah, also RimWorld. I've got some other things in the pipeline, so yeah, look forward to that. And on Fridays, well, you can find us over here.
Awesome, and just make sure, Lan, that you research what Grass Knot does, because
I know
Grass
what
Knot is a
Grass
very strong ability. Anyway, if you like to
You know
know
that from
the
experience?
yeah, if you don't like to know the ins and outs of Grass Knot, you can find me over on the Onion Soup, because I am the expert of the move Grass Knot in Pokemon. I have studied it tremendously because of reasons. Anyway, I am currently going through the normal type Monolock, and I'm playing one game from every single region. So we are going from Generation Fire Red, so Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, all of that. We're doing one game from every single region, same as Eagle. But Eagle's doing flying types, I'm doing normal types, so do come and check that out. We're currently on Heart Gold. And also, when I'm not here making a fool of myself, doing silly voices and chatting up the cast members as NPCs, or playing socks, or a tree, or whatever, a rat, you can find me also doing Horizon Zero Dawn on Sundays, as it's our variety day, and we do all sorts of fun there as well. It's awesome, yeah. Do we have somebody to raid? Are we raiding?
Of course we are raiding. We were just discussing who we're gonna raid, and Eagle had a good suggestion, but they are doing a rerun, so that's not really worth the while. They have a cool channel, by the way. So let's see. How about
who else have we got?
Only Time Will Tell UK.
Ooh.
And yeah, we had Matt at UK, I guess.
My brothers and sisters, unite.
And yeah, they have a session 8 D&D 5e as well. So
awesome.
Let's try that, guys.
Yeah.
Exclamation mark raid.
Yes, please do copy and paste the raid message, and when we go on in, show them some love. And yeah, just let them know where you come from. It's always cool to go jump on over to a new community and say hello and bring our community with us. But yeah, thank you so much if you're watching in the future. I know my dad sometimes watches this, so thank you, Dad, if you're watching.
Onion Dad.
Onion Dad.
Onion Dad.
He messages me every now and then, and he's like, "Oh, this was a really cool bit from the session," and I'm like, "Why are you watching this?" Yeah. So awesome, cool. We will catch you next week for some maybe an interrogation. I'm not quite sure where this is going, but yeah, we'll see. We'll find out. So yeah, guys, take care, much love, and we'll catch you next week. Goodbye!
Bye.